Dun 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 dun. Hey. Okay. Just gonna get some objects out of the way. Alright, is YouTube on the side? Yeah, baby, yeah! Okay. Alright, I'm gonna chill out. Because otherwise I'm gonna get way too lost into the music. I love music. No matter what mood I am feeling, I always play music. Alright, just gonna set up the Twitch overlay here. I was finally able to update the Twitch overlay to do its thing. Send that up over there, and then we can finally. I gotta go into the studio. Whatchamacallit? Check on gameplay for a sec. Okay, the camera's up and stuff. I gotta go to desktop capture. And the desktop is actually captured. Go here, the gameplay. Okay, cool. Yada does it. And we'll just make sure it transitioned over to here. Okay. Hello, chicken and cheesers. Fellows. It's your brother, Swag Bro 87. I said, I'm not one of them. LeBron James. Can't believe Bronny actually made it to the league. He makes like, what, 4 points? 4 points? Dude, I can make 4 points, I think. We're nearly the same height. What is he, 6'2"? I think I'm either 6'2" or 6'3", they said. No, I'm 6'3", that's what it was, I'm 6'3". I don't think height really matters and all that. Like, yeah, you joking with my friend, because my friend's like 5'5", and I'm like, 5'5". I'm like, bruh, the average height is 5'7". Come on, man. What are you doing? Everybody else who's shorter than that, hey, you're cool. But it's just the fact that he's got Robin's height, bruh, from Teen Titans Go. I'm just like, dude, you can't be serious, bruh. 5'5". I looked it up. That was like 200 centuries ago. I'm like, bruh, you had 2 literal centuries to get with the time of your height. He just couldn't. He just couldn't get with the times with his height. I was like, bruh, you really gotta be kidding me. Oh, I was like, So it's like, okay, I see, I see. Hey Siri, set a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes starting now.
Man, I am extremely tired. I literally, I literally just woke up at like 11:15. I know it's kind of gross. So thankfully, I went through my hour phase of grogginess. I usually tell my mom, I'm like, Mom, you can't bother me in my first hour phase. My first hour phase, it's not it, Chief. It's not it. It's not it. Man, golly, my leg kind of be messing with me. But now we're just gonna get this time in to get the people in and say hello, hi, how are we doing? Right? Man. But today is Saturday. Whatchamacallit? July the 20th. I think either next week I have to go to the dentist. And if there's, well, what is it called? I gotta look it up. Dentophobia. Yeah, it's that. It's dentophobia. And it's that. I know this is gonna be really, really three specific things. So apparently one of them is the fear of dentists. I don't like dentists. Dentists are scary. I hate the dentist. You wonder why? All they do is poke at your teeth, scrape them, and then tell them that um, like your gums are too puffy, but they're always scraping at your gums. Like this one lady, she would just scrape my gums continuously, and she was like, "Oh, sorry, I got big puffy gums." I'm like, "Bruh, listen, bruh, I do not have big puffy gums, okay? I literally have regular, normal gums. You can't mess up. You really can't." But somehow she did, and it messed with me. Okay, and it wasn't even just her, cause I had to go back to her the next year, and then she was like, "This process would have been longer, shortened if you had came earlier." But we literally had COVID, so I was like, "Oh, you're that lady I had nightmares about," because she did give me some bad traumatic events for that, scraping my teeth with that stupid pick thing. Mm. Like, why can't how have we evolved for technology to be able to get these phones and these different K resolutions and stuff, but we can't just give simple ways to easily scrape teeth and stuff like that? Like, how have we not been able to do that? Why are we using such archaic, barbaric things to be able to mess with teeth? Surely there's got to be a different way. Maybe like some high precision like laser or something like that that could be like be able to get the like I guess the food and stuff off. Which that's why you gotta make sure to brush your teeth at night and day. So daytime, nighttime, right before you go to sleep. Make sure not to eat within like an hour, and then brush your teeth. I know it's like very specific, but trust me, in the long run, you'll be good. All right, you won't wake up with too much of that blah, that yeah, that, ugh, nasty type breath. All right, I'm trying to save you the trouble, the double trouble in the bubble. Caesar, Caesar. What a wonderful day. Oh, wrong Caesar. But so there's that, and then Well, no, because I think another one thing that actually happened was what's it called? I went to a dentist. It was like I think it was like an umble, right? And it was like around when I was like in the second grade, and they what'd they do? Oh, yeah. So I wouldn't open my mouth, right? Cause the dude was like, "Let me open your mouth so I can put something in." I'm like, first off, whoa, nah. As a kid, no, obviously, but I'm just not trying to have another person. I don't like all that touchy touch. I didn't like that touchy stuff as a kid. I was just mainly like, bro, just leave me be. Don't touch me. All right, just leave me alone. All right, I don't feel comfortable. You're forcing me into a situation I don't like. All right, so I'm just shaking my head. Mm. He tried to stick it in, I beat him. I know that sounds crazy, okay? But I was really defensive. All right, I was in fight or flight, okay? And they literally locked me down. Like, they literally had to have like three people push me down onto the thing right there. It was like three dudes. I'm like, bro, I am not doing this. I am not doing this. I am not doing this. Okay, okay. There's got to be a different way to do this. I'm like, how, how is there not a different way to do this, right? I didn't bite him hard, but it was enough to be like, don't do that, all right? And he had gloves and stuff, so it really didn't matter. But like, he's like, mom, and I'm like, no, please, just let me go. Let me go for today. Let me go. Just get me out this chair. Get me out this chair. Let's keep watching Shark Tale because that's the only DVD y'all have. Literally, that was the only DVD they ever had every time we went there, and it was in off days. It was always Shark Tale. I love Shark Tale, but man, every single day, every single time, like, bruh, where's the Austin Powers? Okay, maybe not that far, but where's the Stuart Little, man? Like, where's the Boys of Valor? Where's the Christmas? Where's the turkey and ham? Why is there only jelly beans and popcorn? Who made this? Me with my chef hat. But so now, and then my mom came in, get involved. And I'm continuously saying, no, I'm not doing this. My mom forced me to open my mouth so I could go and get this process over with. And I slightly let my mouth open. That dentist reprimanded my mouth. Whoa, let me explain before we start hawking this man down, right? He stuck his hand in my mouth and pried it open and started going hams. And it hurt. And I was scared because it was, well, it didn't, let me say what it did. I mean, it was mainly like the sensitivity, but like the scrape thing, man. And just going at it, bro. Just going at it, drilling it down with that water stuff. And you can't spit it out, so you have to sit there and hope that you don't have to, because they mainly get to my spit glands, man. As other guy, I like swallow, you know what I mean? But I can't, because if I do, I'm going to get sick, and the food poisoning is going to come in, and then put my stomach. So the toothpaste and stuff says. So I'm like, I'm not doing this. And they keep going at it. And my mom is continuously telling me, to keep the mouth open and stuff. And I'm trying to reprimandingly close it because they have this thing where they, it's like, oh, wait, they can give you this thing so you can, like, push it in. Dude, half the times they don't even give me that. I'll literally be like, ah, and they'll be like, what's that? You say you're drowning your own saliva? Oh, what's that? It's literally foaming out of your mouth. We can clearly see it. We're not going to give you that thing yet. The flip, dude. The flip. You literally put me in a position I don't want to be in for this. I hate the dentist, man. And then my mom kept going, and then they were like, okay, mom. But my mom was like, well, y'all calling me over here. They eventually got done, but I hated every second of it. I was so sad and so mad, but I couldn't do anything because I was literally 7 years old. So I was just like, I guess I'm just going to sit here and play my games, man. Forget all this, man. I'm just sitting there playing Sega, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing because I got that during my birthday when we went to Chuck E. Cheese. And I mainly played as Billy Hatcher. I love Billy Hatcher. I was breaking through times and records on that DS, playing as that man. Ook-a-doo-doo-doo. Ah! Oh snap! Billy's caught the All-Star. Ginteg. Loud. Good, do. Chant this, charm you, so good. Look, I had to go through college, okay? I needed some song motivation to keep me hype every single time, right? even if it was the entire album of Billy Hatcher, even if I had to go onto get, dang it, guacamole with some zucchini, man. I should I should have legally bought Billy Hatcher on my Wii. Dang it, Funky Scott, man. Man. Nah, but that thing took an egregiously long time. Nah, because it was like in 2022, right? Me and my friend Fedos, right? We were sitting in this room, in this exact room that you see right here. He was on my bed, right? And my other friend Otis, right? It was me, him, and Otis, right? And what's it called? We were sitting there chilling, grooving to a funky beat. Window said he like a shot in the driver's seat. World's cool, but he's not the most coordinated. But I was feeling fly, so I capitulated. No. But what's it called? So what had happened was we mainly were trying to fix the weed and stuff. But also that dinner story's over. Oh, and we got ice cream afterwards. The lady was really nice and really pretty. But what's it called? She was probably like 20. The Countdown magazine, but anyway, for the weed, right? Me and F Dog, we were sitting there cranking at this dealing with this weed spiel, and Otis had to go work for the pizza restaurant because he's like top dog, right? And so like GM whatever, right? Not like whatever like that, but what's it called? So me and him were me and Fedos were cranking at this Wii, right? Trying to get this thing to work. We were trying to look for a My Little Pony Rainbow Dash, and I'm like, Rainbow Dash? Yeah. I'm like, what about Applejack? Why does everybody always default to Rainbow Dash? Where is my girl Applejack? You know what's got like the apple print on the side of her leg? Because they always have like a side print on their legs or whatever. Bias! Anyway, right. No, I don't like My Little Pony. No, I don't keep them in jars. That's disgusting. And I only knew about that because my cousin showed me that last year. And I'm sitting here like, what is that in that jar? And then he told me, I was like, people do that? He's like, yeah. I was like, no, baby, no. Man. Mm-mm. That's gross. I don't think about the logistics of that. What if you freeze it? Does it become a solid? Also, that poor figurine, man. Forget collectors stuff. Just ruin the product, man. You could easily just look at that stuff online. Not that I would recommend it. Mm-mm. But like, man, these guys are so weird. Anyway, we were trying to look for that pony deal, and see, here's the thing with ever working with that guy. He's fine, but I told his sister, I'm like, see, I'm gonna be honest, all right. I can't play shy, okay? I gotta be honest. You don't contribute to the team. That's all I'm simply saying, okay? Because sometimes, right? I'm sitting here trying to take a crack at this. Is what I'm trying to say, right? And I'm on my laptop, or he's on my laptop watching the video. He sits there for 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes. I'm sitting over here, turning the Wii on, turning the Wii off, grabbing the USB, putting in the stuff, and then this dude hands me back the laptop and is like, you can figure it out. Basically, it's more of like, let my friends do the work, and then me get the contribution afterwards. And I was sitting here like, dude, this is not real. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, bruh, I'm not gonna sit here and do your business work, okay? Yes, I do practically play butler. I've seen that a lot with darker skins playing butler for the whiter skins. But for me, I'm cool with basically being the side or the side man, right? That's nice for me, right? Some Thailand business. But I don't like is you not even contributing even a smidge in the factor. So I literally sat there for how long? That's a good question. Well, we started at 12 and we didn't get finished till 9 a.m. in the morning. I sat there for 8 hours straight with barely anything that year, right? Sitting there trying to get that weed to work. And then me and him both crashed at 10. So he literally the entire time watched me do it. Around 4 a.m. we got it to work, and we were trying to jump up for joy. We had to like keep our voices down because my mom and them were downstairs, and we didn't want to disturb them, right? My mom said that she had heard us though for like that 10-second split, but it was really exciting because I was about to sit here and lose my brain. But we got it to work, and we were trying to get some games. One of the games I wanted to get was Rhythm Heaven. So then that happened, and then we okay. Oh. Oh. I love music. Alright. One day, I'll be able to buy a xylophone. A big xylophone. I'm saying, like an actual xylophone. Not trying to say it for like a marimba, but like, I really want to hold the sticks and stuff again. I have sticks over yonder near my fin from Adventure Time. Or, it's Adventure Time. Hey, Ice King. Why'd you steal our garbage? But, untangle my controller here. Alright. And it's in. I wanted to get Jet Set Radio on the Xbox, but it wouldn't let me. So I was only able to get the demo. But thankfully, I was able to find it on Steam because someone said, "Yo, it's on Steam," and I was like, "It's on Steam?" They're like, "Mm." I was like, "Mm, mm, mm, mm." I'm like, "Mm, mm, 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 mm." Get it, get it, ga, ha, ha, what, okay, I'm sorry, but, fun fact, the songs actually got taken down one time. I think it was like, around, was it this year, or last year? It was either this year or last year, but I remember, no, I think it was cold, I think it was last year, but Hideki took down the songs, and I was like, no, that's enough, you know, man. But Hideki was probably like, let mom sleep, man. And I'm sitting here like, no, bro, don't let mom sleep, bro. Hum the bass line, dude. But he took the songs down for like 2 days, and then it came back up, and I was like, yes. And then I had to play Sting Man because that was the first one I actually listened to. I only listened to that during my high school year. Let me swap over to the gameplay. Acrophobia. That one is still tough. Because there's one that's spescophobia, which is like the fear of wasps or stings, right? But Nah, dude, because you gotta imagine this, right? Imagine you're just a little bitty boy. A steel driving man. Right? Sibling gets stuck by a wasp and screams bloody murder. What do you do about that? What do you do about that, bro? Still, there was a younger cousin during when we were going to the family reunion last week, and she was talking about I'm just waiting until one of the wasps goes away. She's like, no, one of those wasps aren't nearby. And then one of my other cousins was like, she was telling me, she was like, man, see, you're putting that mantra into her head. I'm not putting that mantra into her head. You're like, you can't be, like, more like in a comical, but it's like, man, you can't be joking about that. Or you can't be, see, because you're putting that into their heads. I'm like, the one time they listen to me is about a fear that I had. Are you kidding me? Why aren't they afraid of dogs? You're afraid of dogs. Bro, no, because it was like a literal poodle where we last were, because she lived like near like I think it was like basically Port Arthur. And they're in that neighborhood. They had like a little poodle. And she freaked out, really hid behind me. I'm sitting here like, it's just a poodle, dude. And the poodle was really nice. It was really fluffy too. I was like, oh, look at that. He was really friendly. But no, I understand. No, it's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Finish the song. I ain't finished the song. They always say that. I hate whenever somebody says that, bro. Every single time whenever they say that, dude, I'm like, y'all know what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to get me in trouble, man. Y'all know exactly what y'all doing, man. You're not slick. Coincidence? I think not. Hold on. Let me try it. Coincidence? I think not. Hey me. Oh my goodness. Look, it's a camera. I hate the lighting in this, because it's too bright outside. So I gotta make sure to cover my head. And if I cover my head, ooh, easy. Ooh, magic. Ooh, magic. Right? But let me take off studio mode. Studio mode makes it like singularly like this. And then if I click studio mode, prompts it prompts what I'm gonna see next, and then what else is this. So like here, you don't see this, right? But you'll see if I transition over, you'll see the full gameplay. Now it's like this, and then if I go, if I try to go back to the transition, you'll see that it goes like that. It's a little thing to let y'all know for OBS. Fun fact, they actually used OBS, my cousins and them, for their church, and I was really surprised to see that. I was like, hey, let's go. Now if we only get more other people like Ninja and them to go over from Streamlabs to here, it'd be great. Nah, because the only reason why I even use Streamlabs is just to accept donations. That's literally it. I kid you not. I'll show my friends exactly what I did yesterday. And they're like, oh, cool. I was like, yeah. Alright, but let's try the other, well, I didn't know they actually had more worlds. I thought they only had, because it's like in single player, it's only just these two. So if you were to tell me there was more than this, I wouldn't have believed you. Yeah, okay, so I guess you kind of just have to do the Buccaneers and all this stuff. Level and development? Okay. Okay, the pyramid one looks about done. Don't look down. Chaotic climbing in the sunshine shores. I love that whenever you pick up speed, and I meant to say this, but I love whenever you pick up speed, the music actually starts to change more like into a drum beat. But, what's it called? I think that was actually pretty interesting. Ah. Because I tried to pull off the same thing that I was trying to do earlier in front of my friends, and I felt so embarrassed I couldn't have done it. I was sitting here like, man, now I look like a phony. That thing will always give me the time. I was telling them it's either a make or break situation on that. You either get it or you just don't get it. On that part, you gotta make sure. I gotta make sure to double jump. And then over here, I jump over, do this, do a little spin deal, mess it all up. Dang. I was really trying to fiend for that last part. I feel like it could be shortened. I really do feel like it could be shortened. If I can just get onto that part and then still be able to speed boost, yeah, that's me. Then I might be able to pull this off. Like this. Then drop down. Then do the thing. Ah, I killed all my momentum in that last kick. Ooh, that last part. That last part gets me every single time. Alright, let's see. Go! I had it right last time. I messed that one up. That's the speed, that's what it do, that's what it be. Ooh, so close. That isn't, yeah, I could not shake or bake that one. I was sitting here like, yeah, this is a make or break situation here. Ooh, too short. I mean, too long, too long. I'm trying to see on where I could hit it, like, exactly to get that every single time, that straight shot. Yeah, I don't think about that one. Rev, rev. What if they one day gonna have shops in this game? But I don't know if they're gonna have any shops in this game. But what do I want to say? Oh, and the heights thing, it's like the acrophobia. That is something I just never could get a handle of. We had TVE or whatever it's called, right? And during that instance, right? It's like a little fair that would come into the town or whatever. And I remember in 4th grade there was this thing called like, I think it's like called like free fall or free ride or whatever. And I rode it with my friends, not the friends that I have now, but some. I'm like, I was like, nigga, I can't do it. But it was some of my other friends, and I rode it with them. And what I was trying to do was just mainly just sit in the ride. Like the point is that it just keeps going in a circle over and over and over again, right? And one of the problems that I had was, well, I was mainly afraid of heights because I really don't like to be up in high places. Not really my thing, not really my spunk, not really my flow or my mojo, right? And so I'm sitting there doing that, right? And I'm like, oh my goodness, bro, I can't do this. And then suddenly I fumbled my whole entire shtick on that. If I could just rev up, hit this part, and then go, that'd be great. But I don't know how to I don't know what's the exact part. Like if I shoot it, sometimes if I hit it over here, it goes and does its thing. But I gotta hit the corner ever so like precisely. It's like I kinda have to like straight shot it. Like that. I think I'm losing too much speed by trying to charge up. Like, not charge up. You know what I mean? I gotta make sure to, like and then start charging up. That's what I'm talking about right there. It's that ding dang corner. If I can just get that part every single time, we will be good boy, Game Boy. You know what I mean? Ooh, you goober. Camera. Camera, man. Camarada. But, what was I saying? Oh, so we got strapped in, right? Strapped, locked, and loaded. And, what's it called? Once we got into the seat, the ride was going really well, right? You know, we were sitting there minding our own business, and then suddenly what had happened was that the ride just kind of got to a standstill, right? Once we went up, and then I realized that the stupid springs, but what had happened was the ride went to a standstill, right? And I'm sitting here like, oh no, dude, we're gonna fall. And so we went to an ever so free falling down the whole entire ride, and I'm like, oh my goodness, no, bro, there's no way that I'm literally free falling down this whole entire place. No, the run, it was so good, it was so good. I got too antsy on trying to gain unnecessary speed. As I realized you can just hold your stick up and then let go, so I don't have to keep sitting there spamming it. It was definitely saved me the trouble of breaking my fingers. Right? Ale. And you actually just, I don't know. But yeah, the ride went to a, ooh, I gotta shorten that. I gotta shorten that jump. Like right here. If I could just shoot it like a little bit higher and then kick. So on that angle, so it's like the moment I hit here, I gotta like I guess either keep my stick straight or slightly angle it when it happens. I keep anticipating that jump too hard. Like that. Like that. Cold on a mission, so fall on back. Oof. Oh. Oh, he's. Ooh. Shot. So, sorry, my boy, you are getting shotted of screens. But let me think about this. Nah, so what actually had happened, right, was that we were on the ride, right? And we had gotten buckled up, seated, and all those charts. And we start going the ride. It's going a little slow. It's going a little slow because it's letting your mama don't know. And the moment that's happening, dang it, I need to make sure to like spam the life out of that. Ooh! I love Flight Man. FTC Flight Team stand up. No stalling in the air. I just gotta find a way to. If I can find a, nah, I wasn't mad about that. But if I can find a way to stall in the air, not stall in the air. Like this, this isn't gonna cut it. Especially that killed it. Rev. I'm anticipating it way too hard. I can literally feel it. Got me feeling. Excuse me. Pardon my French. Oof. Eat. But nah, there was I'm sorry, I kept getting distracted by the story. But basically, point case in point, there was a hang tight, you know. But what's it called? There was a certain hold on. I said, hold on. I said, hold on. 2 whole entire seconds. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Off rip. Off rip. 46 seconds. 46 seconds. Hold on. Let me hold on. Hold on. Let me hold on. I don't pick the ballroom. I just dance. As my grandmother once said. I don't pick the ballroom. I just dance. Man, I knew it could be achievable. What does that place me? Does that still place me in the 20s or does it put me in the 19? Let me check. Hold on. Y'all saw it. Coincidence? I think not. No, y'all saw it. Hold on. Let me check something. Hold on. I gotta see this. Dang it. Ah, that still puts me in 20. Boy, that does shave me off a lot. Okay. Where are we at? 48 minutes. Okay. Hey, Siri. Set a reminder for 9 p.m. today.
What do you want to be reminded about?
Go to the 48-minute mark of this video and clip it.
Okay, I added it.
Cause I gotta make sure, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull that last part off. What did my cousin's pastor say? Sometimes you gotta have your own party. Sometimes you gotta have your own party. Alright. 46:29. I feel really extremely good about that. But now to explain the story before I get sidetracked again. There was whatchamacallit? There was this ride, right? Sorry about that. That it's called like Free Fall. And me and my 2 other friends, we got onto the ride. And it's okay. We got to the high part, and I'm like, hey, I ain't even afraid of heights. Right? But the dude didn't really even buckle us in, kinda. So like there was like a part to, you know, shield your area so that way you don't, you know, slide off. And that was pretty much it. And you literally had to trust the ride because the ride was going at such a fast interval. You can kind of hear the ride kind of creak. And I'm like, oh no, please don't break. My only worry was that we were gonna fly off in a certain direction and then lose our lives. But thankfully that did not happen. And then the ride slowed down and we never got into a ride again. Because even like the zipper was scary. Because the zipper didn't really fully zip. So some people would actually almost fly out of the thing. What's up with the carnival rides not really even trying to keep their stuff in safety? It's like they just expect you to just kind of, oh shoot, I wasn't even paying attention. I got notification from the Dragon Ball Super, the Ningen Reddit, bruh. And it was talking about Gohan and everyone are praising him, and then Trunks It's like drowning and then Goten's just sunk. Nah, I do like Goten and GT though. Dragon Ball Super, it feels like Goten and Trunks kind of got like heavily overshadowed. Like the only time they really had like a quote unquote sparking moment was no pun intended to the sparking game. I plan on buying that, by the way. By the time it comes out, was it October the 11th? Dang it, cause we'll be out of town. When that goes out, we'll be out of town, sadly. And then, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but we'll actually be able to drink Welch's juice. Basically, I'll be 21. Can you do something for me? Yeah. Try this. Lord. Oh no, I messed it all up. Gohan, I'm proud of you. Yeah! I hate that dialogue so much. I could have shortened that. I'm hurting. Carl Jobs is gonna come onto the scene. I hope one day he does actually like talk about this. Ooh, game. Can I zoom in? Look at the art, dude. Look at the art, dude. I've seen this frame way too many a times. Stinking physics, man. Dude, but like. Ooh. But I don't get why carnivals do that. No, 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 no. Okay. We'll try it one more time and then see. Ah, yeah, okay. Alright, we'll go through the other stages now. I'm just really proud of that 46 seconds, though. That was like that was actually really good. I watched my footage back, and I was telling my friends where I did some blunders at. There was a part with the tree thing. I knew about that blunder. I knew about that. I even watched it back on the YouTube video. Well, you think I just make videos and then just not watch? I watch my things over and over again, right? But what's it called? When I watched it, I realized I made a blunder near the tree part. I was saying to myself, I think I might have said it on stream, but I needed to shorten the time from the distance of from the distance that I had between the tree. I told him the problem that I did. I was telling my man Jimbo. I was like, Jimbo, look, the problem that I had was that I dashed, right? I cut too early, and because of that, I ran into a tree like a doofus, and that's what kind of killed the time, and that's what made it 48. I said if I just shortened it and got into the straight, I would have made it to 46, or I would have made it to earlier. I said I would have shaved off a lot of seconds. I think during that free time stall area, if I had known that I was going to get so much airtime, I think I could have also shortened the time if I had revved it a little bit quicker and that probably also would have shaved off some seconds to make it 45, maybe like 46:08, right? But cause by the time we already got onto the bridge, it was like 33. And 33, I was really happy to see that because most of the times when I'm on 33, I'm always on that big rock. You know what I mean? That big rock. And that I have to spring on in order to get onto the bridge. That's the part that that would be when I was at 33. But 33, I was already on the bridge, so I was like, okay, I'm making really good time here. Especially when I was able to rev and jump off the rails and then shoot through, and then rev it again and then shoot another part way through, right? So, will this time still hold up? Probably not. If the future still holds, it might not. I might still actually still be in this placement. I might probably be pushed down to top 30. Guaranteed. Boy, if I can still shorten the time, I would love to. I feel like it's still achievable. But, I have no idea. Criminy, 9 minutes? What'd you do? Take a stroll around Shibuya? Like, that's the only way I can see it. Race for the fastest time through this serene sanctuary. Oh, well, now I'm back in. Okay, for real, I'm gonna chill out. Alright. But, yeah, I'll make sure to keep that up. Let's try this one. Buccaneers Beach. Wait a minute. Man. I'm gonna go to the single player stage. Whoa. Okay. I don't know what none of these shards things do. I think they're just for collectors stuff. Do I want to look it up? No. Because the dude that's in Finland, I looked at him. Bruh. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. That man looks like a nerd. Not in a disrespectful way, obviously. But dang it, dude. I knew I was gonna get clowned for that. I was like, dang, bruh. I just know this is either gonna be some. But the voice made it sound like he was like some like regular teen or like some regular like adult dude. But he literally looked like the nerd emoji. I was like, dang it, dude. I can't compete with that. I can't face the nerd. Well, yeah. But you're a geek. I know. It's two different things, though. He tried harder. Dang it, man. I don't know if I could do that. I did say I don't know if I'm too sure, but it could be keyboard and mouse. But I'm not going to use excuses. I refuse to use excuses, alright? But, you know, like, he did his thing, and that's what he did, right? I'm not jealous. I'm not mad, right? I literally just started playing 8 hours ago, and I made it to top 20. You know, it kind of says volumes, but like, what's it called? I had to give myself, I said, you had to give yourself your own party. But like, it's pretty much saying that if no one's gonna acknowledge your stuff, at least you can acknowledge yourself that you did good. That's what the whole point of sometimes you gotta have your own party, right? Like, no one says, oh, good job, you know, you made it to 100. No one said that, right? But I still told that to myself, right? That, you know, good job, man. Though nobody cares, you know, you still did it. Like, you know what I mean? We do not hate the white people. It's like, it's a good game. I broke that. A little fun playground here. Okay, I can see why they took like 9 hours. Like, this is a good stroll around Shibuya. Hold on. Wait, does crouching actually give you much more faster time, or is it just that actually work in real life? You rail grind and you crouch, does it actually give you more speed? Well, I would think so, right? I feel like I'm answering my own question here. This world's so massive. Where do you even go? Oh, that way? Alright, thanks, B-Boost. Yeah, that's me. The dude from 2K. I seriously cannot play those sports games. Like, I've really tried. The only one that I really liked was Madden 10 and the Bigs 2. To be fair, both of those were on the Wii. Fun fact, did you know that Madden 10 was actually my first Wii game? My dad said he was going to give me a Wii, right? And I was like, oh, cool, we're going to get a Wii. And I was really excited. And I was like, what game will he pick? Will he pick Smash Bros? Not Smash Bros, because at the time I actually hated Smash Bros. Because my cousins always beated me. They would always be like, hey, Trey, you want to play? I'm like, no. But they're like, well, we need another person. So I would literally have to force be to play Smash Bros. And I hated it. But then eventually, and every time I try to, because I would just stop playing, right? I wouldn't care anymore. And then they, kept trying to give me the disc over and over and over again. And I kept denying the disc over and over and over again. Because clearly, I didn't want to play Smash Bros. And then they eventually left it on my grandmother's microwave. And I was like, you know what? If y'all want me to play this game's so bad, fine. I'll play the game. So I went and played. You're probably thinking they're like kids or something. No, dude, they're literally older than me. They're probably I think the oldest one is 9 years older than me. Or 8 years older than me. If, we're talking about by the end of December, for the full year. Because when people say 8.5 and all that stuff, I'm thinking okay, what about just the end of the year? So I think he's 8.5 years older than me, right? And so that was the oldest, and the youngest is 6.5, I think. Yeah, and I'm sitting here dude. Actually, I think 5.5 actually. Yeah, 5.5. But what's it called? So I'm sitting there, I take the disc, and I go to my house, and I play it, and all I hear is and I'm like, dude, they're too loud. They're too loud. It hurt my box TV, my fat back. Also, you know that Emerson small TV that you probably seen in the background before? I probably showed on a few streams during my AQW times. But that was actually my first HD TV. What had happened was my aunt needed another TV, and so then they were like, oh well, Trey has a TV, and then they took my TV. They took my TV. I was like, no. And I was at school, having to deal with my annoying English teacher, who was related to me, who I didn't like. And still to this day, she asks me if I still care about her. I'm like, I guess. You realize I was a kid, and I really wanted to just go home and play video games, right? Okay? But I think she was mainly sad and disheartened that it wasn't only my dad that didn't like her, but I also didn't like her. Not even my friend liked her. She was just kind of, I mean, she wasn't even we never really even talked to her. So it was I just didn't really care for all of that. I was like, I don't care if she's related to us. I don't even know her. Or some side branch, I don't care. But it's not that deep, bro. You're okay. I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh, he's out, it's whatever. But dude, I've been running around at the speed of sound and kept continuously hitting things over and over and over again. And I messed up. I was even thinking about this game last night. What was I thinking about? I was thinking about Metal Slug. Yeah, I was playing Metal Slug on my phone. Because, the Awakening game that came out recently? So, I realized that they mainly took elements from Metal Slug 3. I guess they thought that everybody else played Metal Slug 3, which thank the Lord, because I'm gonna be honest, that's really the only one I played on, because my granny, she has a Xbox Arcade, right? You know the Xbox Arcade games? those are the ones we had. We had like flipping Exit. We had a off-brand Sid Meier's Civilization game, Satan. And my cousin's like, Satan? I'm like, okay, chill out, bro. But, Catan! I hate him so much, bro. He's so funny. He's literally just a one troll, dude. Man. But, aside from that, it was another game on there. It was called Metal Slug 3. And I remember as a kid, I used to play Metal Slug 3 a lot. And they were like, man, a lot of Hispanics play Metal Slug 3. I'm like, I didn't know that. I also didn't know I was Hispanic. Last I checked, I thought I was African American. But, you do you, buddy. No, literally on the birth certificate actually says that. You know on my mom's it actually says, the black crayon in Spanish is what they called my mom and my dad, and I was like, bruh, there's no way. But then for me and my sister, they changed it. They said, okay, let's update it. I was like, dang. Well, as long as we got our stuff, I guess. Man, but okay, look, I'm gonna give this game some credit where credit's due, because yesterday I know I was kind of getting ticked off like really heavily, and I know some of the stuff that I was saying was kind of extremely out of pocket, right? And I wholeheartedly apologize for that, right? Some of that stuff I didn't mean. Keyword some, all right? Some of it was kind of a little bit taken out of pocket. It was kind of mainly for extreme values, but most of that stuff was true. I do want to come to y'all's dev room. Maybe not strangle you, obviously. I didn't say strangle. I said I grab your shirt. But I do want to question why you put those springs in those garbage places. The Sneeko thing. Okay, that was a little bit far. That was a little bit. I'll admit. Hey. See. That's something not a lot of people will do. And I'm not telling you to praise me for that, okay? But I'm just simply saying a lot of people won't do that, right? But I will admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. And I'm sorry. Y'all are not Sneekos. Y'all are, no, not neons. That's too much. Technologies? No. I can't even think of it. Who's that one blonde girl that dared that one drunken old lady to jump off the bridge? Because I've been looking at like Jay Aubrey and his videos, and he was talking about the depravity of kick, and one of them that showed was that lady, and I've seen her before where she was talking about getting to the van and stuff. She went to like, this black kid and was telling him to get in the van, and the other than were like, get away from our child. She's like, I'm trying to get a social experiment, and she continuously kept trying to use that as an excuse or a crutch to get this kid to go into the van. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, what? No, stop that. It's like the thing with the Drake thing in the Smiling Friends. It's like, oh yeah, it's nice to let loose every once in a while. And he's like, yeah, what do you say, you young girls come over to my place? And you're like, Mr. Drake, we don't want to go over to your place. I'm like, oh no, oh, what is happening? This is like whenever we went to that college for my mom's graduation, and then they were like, Kendrick or Drake? And everybody said, like, in childish unison, Kendrick! I was like, oh no, what is happening? Give me my service! Give me my money! Like, jeez. No, because the service went out, and I was sitting there trying to, like, play Dokkan. And I couldn't play Dokkan because the service was out. Well, why aren't you playing Fire Emblem? Why aren't you playing Fire Emblem Heroes? Swear, bro, you said you've been playing that since the 8th grade when you had your iPhone 8 Plus. What are you doing? Listen, alright. There's nothing wrong with Fire Emblem Heroes. But there's a lot wrong with Fire Emblem Heroes. For example, it's a gacha game. Yes, this tactical RPG is a gacha game. Let that sink in. Let that extremely sink in, bro. Well, I'm probably gonna be called next, so I gotta make sure to say my thing next. No, my mom's not gonna say me. And I'm gonna be like, what? You weren't gonna say me next? Man, every time, bro. They always be like, why don't you know these things? I'm like, bro, could you don't tell me these things, man? Half the times I go into situations, I'm like, bro, I don't even know what I'm even going into. You telling me to go, like, wrangle a cow, and I just came in. Also, there's one thing I really didn't like about that task thing, is that, bruh, I want to let you know something, alright? Whoever designed that, thing, alright? When I put Texas, did you know, I know this sounds crazy. You put Corpus Christi in Austin, okay? Let me tell you something, alright? Let me tell you something. Austin and Corpus Christi are not the only two towns that live in Texas, okay? That's what I'm saying, right? I understand Austin's a capital. I understand Corpus Christi is not a capital, it is a town, okay? It was a city. Look, bro, town, city, same thing, okay? The difference is that both of them just have different names. That's literally it, okay? It's like a homonym, alright? Is it a homonym? It's the two words that mean the same, but they have different ways of saying it. Mom! I gotta call my mom. I gotta have mom assistance real quick. Hello? Hello? Hey, mom. Quick question. So, English-wise, right? Is a homonym two words that sound alike, but they have different meanings? That's what it is? Okay. I was just trying to make sure, because, there was something that came up, and I wasn't too certain if, it was a homonym. I was saying that, ma'am? Yes, ma'am? There. No, wait. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What about cities and towns? Are they the same thing? Is a city and a town the same? Ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Alright, because this site is saying that all that exists is Austin and Corpus Christi as cities. But Corpus Christi is a town. I was saying that Austin and Corpus Christi are, one's a capital and one's a town. But they're saying that they're cities. This site was. I was like, no, they're not. Ale. You know they don't have Houston on here? It was this thing I was trying to run. It was like a speed run thing for this game, and it didn't even have Houston. I felt ashamed. I was like, the nerve in golf for them not to have towns. Not even our own town. Mom, was that your watch? That hurt the ding. Okay. Alright, well, I don't think we're going to that, thing. I'm not going to the, thing. I don't speak the language of a Differalicus, but I also didn't see her today. I didn't see her ma'am. Look. Oh. I see. Yeah, I didn't see her today. Well, I don't know them. And LaTroy and them are gonna be here. Alright, Mom. I see you then. Bye. I got mom confirmation sources, chat, that yes, It is a homonym. And I knew if I had said anything different, I was gonna get beat. It'd have been terrible. I'd have gotten smacked down. Man, bro, I'm getting sick of it. I was like, bro, there's no way. They didn't have Houston. They didn't have nothing, man. They didn't have nothing. And they always say make sure to be careful about what you say online and stuff, right? But we kind of do want this town to be a little bit more, or say this town. I say around the town to be a little more recognizable. Southeast is still the Southeast, man. Where's your Baytown? Where's your Dayton? Where's your Liberty? Where's your Humble? Beaumont! Chicken! Man. Flip. What is a Rose Sharon? Yeah, look that up. Oh no! I did not think about that. I was literally, whatchamacallit. I literally was going around town, speed of sound. I gotta play Sonic Adventure 2. I love Sonic Adventure 2. I love saying that I love a game that I'd never played before. The only reason why I even referenced that was because of, it was an SMG4 thing I saw when I was a kid. And, I was like, Sonic Adventure 2, man! Sonic Adventure 2! Because Mario was trying to go get Sonic Adventure 2, and he got Sonic Adventure 2. And I was like, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2! I watched Charlie 5 play Sonic Adventure 2, and I was like, yeah, Sonic Adventure 2. But I never played Sonic Adventure 2. Well, technically I did. My cousins had it on the PlayStation 2. And I played it when we would play these versus battles. I would be like the robot, like a Metal Sonic or whatever. And I had a lot of fun with that. But I never knew the controls. The oldest, he had Shadow the Hedgehog. I remember because I was Sonic, and I had to stay on the screen, but he would always go too much. He would always be faster than me, so I was never able to keep up with him. I'd be like, hey look, I'm in the game! It was so much fun. And they would try the old, whatchamacallit. Try the old, oh yeah, you're playing, but the controller was never plugged in. I already knew because I knew the controller wasn't plugged in, nor was it lit. You kind of wise up after a while. One of our younger cousins, she immediately knew, and she was probably like at the age of 2. But the reason why she knew was because the controller wasn't lit. She knew that, I guess she knew that if everybody else's controllers was connected, that they had to be glowing. And if they glowed a single color, then it would be on and it would be working. So we had to give her a legit controller, but we had also added smart steering and stuff because, well, you see, Mario Kart is a very easy game. However, children are not really easy to work with that game, because most of the times they'll just run in circles and stuff. As they gotta have smart steering, so that way the game just does it automatically for you. It's for the babies in the group, so that way you can just make them kind of keep rolling in rotation. If there's one thing I would change within Mario Kart is I really wish there was a way to like easily turn off the smart steering and stuff. Like I really wish that you could pause before the start, right? Like when the game's starting to go and all that stuff. I'm not saying when you go 3, 2, 1, burn out, right? I'm not talking about that because that is very crucial stuff. All right. If I'm racing, the last thing I want to do is have somebody pause right as soon as I do my second speed. I didn't even know that from the game. I literally learned that from whatchamacallit. It was like some other Mario Kart in the past, and they said that like the second burnout or burn off you'll go through. It's more like a hidden thing that they do, and then then they decided, you know what, we're actually just gonna tell y'all outright, yes, this is the best way to do this. But bringing down the mic, giving the game where credit is due, these sceneries look amazing, especially in Unity. My lord, I never thought Unity was capable of so many good things. Boy, was I wrong. Oh, would I love to learn how to do code. but sadly, I'm not no code expert. And I've tried multiple times. The only problem is I look too much inward. I mean, it's too much outward instead of inward. There was a dude that was trying to teach me. It was this like code about how to like put a timer for a cake. And the problem that I had during the tutorial session was that he was like, yeah, you got it, but you're thinking, it's like you're thinking, you're thinking too hard, but you gotta think less, but not too less, but less enough. And it was so weird. It had to make me change my weird perspective of thinking, because I was trying to think of it logically, but he was like, you kind of gotta think of it like another way. It was in such a weird way. I understood what he was trying to get at, but I couldn't grasp it because it was just so, it was so foreign. You know? It's like eating snails for the first time, man. I was like, oh my goodness. I used to pet these guys and play with them. Now I'm eating them. I was so sad. But now, in case you don't know, my mom taught English. She's now now becoming a, I think it's principal for her thing, and she had just got her stuff done. So now she's coaching, and then soon to become principal, right? Ale. It's always good to see the successes, right? No more being in statistics for drugs, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm like, guys, we can better ourselves here. Like, man, we want to make a better difference. Well, first, we gotta get some jobs, right? Oh man, I don't want to work at McDonald's. I'm like, look, bro, you say you want to work somewhere, right? Yeah. Well, sometimes you're gonna have to work at stuff you don't want to work at, right? I worked at a pizza place. I was on an oven for 7 straight hours, right? The guys were good. However, our new GM, he was kind of weird. Mainly, friendly. Too friendly. Like, so friendly, it kind of hurt. It felt like you wanted something in return, right? Along with the coach. She also felt like she wanted something in return. They said they could mean well, but it didn't really mean too well. It felt like they were trying to force it onto you. And every single time when I just wouldn't reciprocate the same feelings, they literally would get upset. They literally even had to pull assistant managers aside to be like, I don't know, I'm just not getting through to T. I just can't get through to him. I'm not getting through swag, bro. And I'm like, you know, the only way to really get through me is by just minding your own business. Like, just let me do my job. You realize I gotta sit here for 7 straight hours on this hot oven dealing with orders that I've seen and never seen and have to adapt on the fly, right? Because I will say there was one problem. What's it called? Order procedure, right? I learned from what's his name? Internet historian. With the Costa Concordia, I love the Costa Concordia here in that documentary. Yes, it was a very sad tragedy, right? Almost as sad as the Titanic. Actually, I think it was probably worse than the Titanic when you really think about it. I mean, these guys actually had resources to literally get people. These guys didn't. All they had was dinghies and boats, right? So it was actually infinitely worse for these guys. Like, they had like no phones, no cellular communication, no nothing. And Spumoni could have easily docked that boat. I could have easily docked that boat, man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could have easily just docked that boat. If they wanted me to dock that boat, I would have docked that boat, right? Because it seems so easy. Plus, I would love to be a captain one day. If I could be a captain of an actual ship, I would really be happy. I'd be like, hit it, 180 starboard, to port and starboard, left and right. The way how you can remember port and starboard, because you're like, well, what's port and starboard, right? Port is left and starboard is right. Whenever you dock a ship, normally you want to dock it left, so that way you can, you know, drop your ship, and then, you know, you mainly exit on the left side, right? You know, the driver's side, right? You know, when you drive a car in America, that is, you know, you exit from the left side, you know, to get out of the car, right? In Japan and stuff, and it kind of threw me off when I was watching Pokemon, but they drive on the right side, which is why the wheel is on the right side of the road. And I was sitting here like, what kind of contraption is this? How do you have any control over your car if everything is sassafras with no class backwards? How does that make any sense? Keep it PG over here. Don't swear. Don't swear. Don't swear. Swearing is people who do not have enhanced vocabularies. Because they didn't bother to pick up a dictionary and read it all through 6th grade. Like me. Yes, I did sit there. That's how bored I was in class. I literally would sit there and read dictionaries in class. Just because 4 is not a good game. And you need to stop gaslighting yourself to be it that way. Just because 3 was pretty good. Just because 4 was alright. Alright, that's all I'm saying. There's some people glazing out the century like that soccer ball. Nah, dang it, I was trying to kick it again. Kick it! Let's take it to the next level. Dun, 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 dun. He's racist. No, okay, chill out. I'm gonna start like some bad controversy. I'd be like, this is really how we gain notoriety. It's through one controversial take would be insane. But no, it was really insane to see the Rolling Rascals thing get like 10 views. I was like, yeah, I got 10 views. That means 10 people who actually saw that was like, interesting. It's like, yeah, speed boost. Yeah, that's me. Playing my Xbox 360. But I gotta be careful whenever I stream for too long, because if I stream for too long, I get really extremely tired. I think 8 hours is my limit. No, 12 hours is my limit. I've done a 12-hour stream before. It nearly killed me. But, yeah. And YouTube's gonna hear that and be like, oh my goodness, demonetized. I'm like, hey, geniuses, you realize I haven't hit 1K yet. Meaning I can't get monetized. Meaning I don't make money. So guess what? I'll say whatever. Okay, maybe not that far. Because then that's going to lead to a tyranny, and that's going to lead to a thing, and a thing, and another thing. Right? I'm having some weird writer's block, right? The next thing I want to talk about is the Texas flood, or the Texas weather, right? Talk about how goofy it was, right? Make like a little short skit out of it or whatever, right? That's what I mainly want to do, right? Obviously. But the problem I'm running with is through a writer's block, right? With the present thing, it wasn't really that hard. It's actually fairly easy, right, to do what I did. The Nintendo thing, I actually did that with like no script, right? Fairly easy. But this is so weird, because it's not even supposed to be long, it's supposed to just be a goof, but like I can't really think of anything. I do plan on making more things. One of the things I want to have in works is a Rayman what it do, right? Because fun fact, and I want to keep this on the down low between you and I right before I actually say it aloud. But I actually, that was like my first game I ever bought with money, right? It was a card I got in my dad's job, right, for like a Christmas gift. And it was like, it had like $20 on it, right? And I used it to pay for Rayman Origins, because there was this YouTuber that I used to watch. I don't know his name, but it would go like da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na, and he used to play Rayman Origins and Rayman 3D. I mean, yeah, 3D. The apathy. That's exactly what we need. You know, careful, Rayman. I don't really, you know, that one. The one that's on the Xbox One that you can buy. You can also get it on the 360, which I used to play it as a kid on the 360. But see, they call me Swag Bro, but you know, you could have also called me Demo Bro 87, because I bought so many demos that it's not even funny. For example, that Hey Ice King, the Why'd You Steal Our Garbage demo, 5 uses, and I hated when Nintendo used to do that. Xbox and all them, they never used to do, oh, you had a set limit of demos. Dude, I sat there and played demos for my life most of the time, because I didn't have the money to afford it, nor could I actually find it, because I never had a card to purchase for it. Until I hit like 6th grade, and I was able to buy the games. So like all through elementary, I couldn't do it, but around like 5th and 6th, I was able to start buying games, because I would get chore money, and I would use my chore money to pay for Xbox gift cards, and then I would pay for the games online. That's how I was able to get like Rayman 3D, or 3 online, and Metal Slug. I got Metal Slug 3 for the Switch, and when I got it for the Switch, what'd I even do? Oh yeah, I decided to play whatchamacallits. I played I played Metal Slug 3. That is really what I said. Super Mario Bros. And Slug 3, and it was really fun. But as a kid on the Xbox Arcade, you only had the one mission, right? And the mission actually was fairly jam-packed. Even when I played it to this day, when I would go to my granny's, I would still play that mission, and I would sit there and be like, man, this game actually had a lot of spunk to it. Like, I still was able to play a fair bit. You can go up or you can go down. If you go actually you can go up or you can go middle. If you went up, you would go through like this weird contraption, and you'd have to like fight. You'd have to go underwater and go fight these dudes and stuff. You had to fight the craboos, and the craboos would have like this like acid juice that they spewed at you. They would it would literally kill you, and then you would die, right? And you had to be careful, cause in the demo version, all you had was 3 actual literal lives, right? So you could probably only summon your character probably like 2 times. So you can get hit 3 times, then you had to go use a continue, and then if you lost the second time, then it was game over officially, right? Yes, it was one of those arcade cabinet games, right? But the main point and draw was that it was so egregiously hard that you had to lose quarters, so that way you could continue to play and continue to spin, right? Now I don't know how that works for the company. Like, I know nowadays how easy it is, you know, with microtransactions and stuff to like get money, but how did they used to do it back then? Because let's say I'm Walmart, right? I'm selling Super Mario Bros. For the NES, and I make a profit of $60 because somebody bought the game. How does that get contributed back to Nintendo? How does a game company make money from the games that have made money back then? Like, did they take shares? Did someone like, was it like a bank teller that like would come and take the money, and then you would just grab the money and then you would put it in the bank? Like, I don't know how that would work. I never understood that. Is there a bank for the company of like a net profit or something? I don't know. But they did that, and they got their money's worth. The game, I did fully beat the game in the 7th grade year and stuff. I was sitting there with my cousin, right? My 9 years older than, younger than, no. Yeah, 9 years older than, no, younger than, yeah, I'm younger, right? Cousin. And me and him sat at the last stage, and we literally played it. And, you know, we got the crown, saved the town of Mr. Krabs, you know. But Metal Slug Awakening mainly takes place after those events, right? Which is interesting, because when I saw the missions and stuff, I was like, oh yeah, I remember playing this stuff and going into outer space with the monkeys and stuff like that and the other people. And yeah, but the third game was really good, right? I recommend playing the third game. If you ever decided that you wanted to get a cabinet game, I would recommend playing the third game. Now, have I tried to find it? Yes, and I've always wanted to buy that, and I always wanted to one day have Metal Slug 3 behind me, just cause 4 is an alright game. Stop the glazing, alright? But, what's it called? So I'm sitting there playing, right? The Awakening this time, and they relived the tales back then, but the game is kind of weird, because it's like, you got your 4 starting characters like in the third game, and I think somebody's going to say this, and I didn't know this, but in Metal Slug X, they actually used the old characters. I thought they were always different characters for the different games, like Metal Slug being like a different cast or something like that. I know in the Game Boy version it is, which threw me off, but, and even the one that I played on my cousin's PlayStation 3, Metal Slug 4, because he had it emulated. That's the one that dropped the dumbbell on the PS3 and then drowned it out with water. Yes, that dude is a menace to technology. But and the worst part is he paid extra to get the emulation, which I told that man JB. I said, hey, you can easily get this for you can easily have gotten this for cheaper. Like, if you wanted someone to emulate on the console or, you know, get you some games, I could have easily gotten you those games for free $99, right? You didn't have to sit there and go pay a dude extra just because he knows how to implement a few files onto a console, okay? Basically, your guy flipping scammed. You should have asked me, and then I would have done it. Even my other cousins, right? You would know him as Just Call Me Justin. Apparently, he's a rapper, which I did not know that until I saw him on my Instagram. And I was scared because he had a few weapons. And I was like, oh my goodness, who's this scary dude? And then they were telling me that was my cousin. I was like, oh, yeah, he's cool. I like him. Now he is really cool though, and he was mentioning about getting a PS2 and playing Budokai on there, Budokai 3 specifically, right? So that way he can get the new Sparking game and be able to be trained up. But he said he didn't know how to burn discs. I told him I could easily burn discs on him if he needed me to, and I could mail it to him. But the thing is, I don't know how to mail things. Yes, I know, right? It's like writing a check, right? It's something that I know what to do, but it's never really used ever. Like, not even when I worked at the pizza job did I ever get a check, man. Like, it's so irrelevant nowadays, and it's so surprising that those who actually have the talent, hey, they're pretty appraised. It's like the people who are bilingual. I would love to be bilingual, but by the time that we actually learned how to speak a different language, it was already like way too late. Like how late? Well, let's just say I was literally in the 11th grade when all this stuff went through. Oh, look at the colors. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's what it did. But I said I could burn the disc if he needed an actual disc burned, then I could do it. If not, I could easily just download the files and call it a day. But Nintendo, i.e. the trolls, wanted to be like, I'ma ruin this whole entire site. And then they got most of the games banned. And I was like, no! Muriel! More games! And it's not. I was so sad and distraught to see that. Because I was going to try to download Billy Hatcher. Wait a minute, Billy Hatcher's a Sega title. But they reprimanded so many of the Nintendo games. Now, thankfully, I already downloaded most of the Nintendo games. But, what's it called? They took them from me. And I rejoice today, for I shall recover it all. But, what's it called? They took them, and I was so sad. The troll's like,
Yes, we finally got what we wanted. Now the thing doesn't have any more games.
But to be fair, it could also be Nintendo's other people, because Nintendo does go online. It's not like they're, I'm not going to call them stupid. They're not stupid. They're just really protective over their IPs, right? And it's coming from the actual #1 D1 hater from that company. Yeah, same the guy who's got the Nintendo products and games, before I knew how annoying they could be with their stuff. Sega fan all the way, baby. Even when I was a kid. My dad has a Sega Genesis 2, right? We played Sonic the Hedgehog, Street Fighter 2, and Mortal Kombat 3. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, right? And that was really fun. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was actually a lot more fun because, unlike a Street Fighter and all these other fighting games, I wasn't really a big fan of fighting games because my cousins would always beat my behinds, and then they would always hit me with a toasty, and that dude used to scare the life out of me. I kid you not, I could literally be beating my cousins behinds in, and then if they pull off a stupid combo and it says, I'm shocked, I'm shook, my character's dead, my character's not moving, I am out of the room, I am terrified, okay? Thankfully, my cousin got me over that fear because then he told me about that. Like, it was just some goofy dude. He's actually a really good guy in real life. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. He had showed it to me on Mortal Kombat 9. He's like, see, he's not as scary. I was like, oh, okay. And it wasn't like I was really afraid, but I wasn't like annoying about it, I guess you could say. Maybe annoying about it, I wouldn't really say it like that. But like, it was a problem that needed to be dealt with. Because I was not going to be able to play any Mortal Kombat if I couldn't do it. And that would really be really hard for him to throw his many different combos that he knew on the game. That dude is still a monster at Mortal Kombat. I will not beat him at Mortal Kombat. I could beat him in Street Fighter easily, right? Because I know my guile tactics. Turtling anyone? But, what's it called? I literally learned turtling from an anime. Turtling is whenever you get into a crouch position, you wait for the enemy to get within your range, and then you come and snap. Like a snapping turtle. That's the best way I could say it. It's like a snapping turtle, right? You wait for them to come over, and then, you snap at them. In this case, what you could do is you can you stay in your crouch position, crouch and blocking man pretty much, and you can sit there, throw some sonic booms, right? Continuous sonic booms, keeping the distance away from you. Do that. They get close, then you can do a flash kick. Flash kick requires you to do a hold the stick down and then flick up and then press a kick. Preferably a medium or a heavy kick, so that way you can pull it off. If you do it wrong, you're gonna look like a doofus, and you're gonna look like that Smash Bros thing, where you try to do the flash kick, but instead of doing a flash kick, you just kick up in the air. You just straight up just literally kick in the air. You don't do like a cool little wave kick. You just kick straight up and you look like an idiot, right? Maybe not that far, but you do look like a genuine doofus. You look like a goober, right? If you pull that one up. But, nah, I just like Guile's design, mostly. And, there was a few things I learned. Like, in 12th grade, we had to do advisory classes. One thing I really hated about advisory was that our teacher was so, oh my goodness, man, I hated my teacher for that, right? She always was like, you gotta do something productive. You gotta do something productive. Oh my goodness, you're done with your work? You gotta do something productive. It's in case the principals come over and sees me. And then it'll look bad on me if I'm letting y'all just sit here and mind y'all's own business. I'm like, okay, fine, fair enough. What are you doing? I'm just sitting here. You gotta do something productive. Okay, I'll do something productive. Is your binder fixed? Yes. Swag bro, is your binder fixed? Yes, my binder is fixed. Right. I even had my aides come in there and be like, is your binder fixed? Yes. Okay. Mrs. Butler. Not like that, Mrs. Butler. But like, you know, like Jimmy Butler. Like that. But, what's it called? Like last name is what I mean. Yes, Mrs. B. Yes, I did my binder, okay? You don't gotta tell me to do my binder. This is the most stupidest thing. I even showed them. It's an easy system that I have. All you gotta do is just put the papers in the sleeve. What's the point of putting the papers in the left and right side? What's the point of having that fabric if you can't even use it? Ale? Am I wrong though? I guess I'm wrong though. But what's it called? The binders is keeping the organizado. I understand. Yes, you want organization within your binder. I get that. But some people have different ways of sorting their things. I like to put my stuff in the left and right side. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I guess everything apparently to them is so much so that's actually a grade. If I don't do it right, then I fail. Riveting. Have I ever failed? No. The worst thing I probably made was like a 70. Probably because I just IDGA, IDC, please don't talk to me. Right? But back to that, you gotta do more things productive, right? So, yes, binder's done. Okay, do something productive. You got homework? No. Okay, do something though. Okay, cool. What are you doing? I'm reading a book. You gotta do something productive. Oh, I wanted to hit it with the whole entire encyclopedia. Man. Because, bro, I was sitting there reading Library of Wars, Love and War. If you know what that is, you are a godsend and we should be friends. But, what's it called? And I'm talking about the book series, not the anime. Not the anime. I'm talking about the book series. If you somehow know about the book series, you are my friend. Alright? You are my best friend. Right? Because our school, when it came down to manga, they had the most randomest sort of mangas. There was one that was about like a gacha anime about like somebody getting isekai and getting turned to like a casino slot machine and mainly trying to like do. It was so weird. And I was sitting here like, what is this? Where's the JoJo? Where's the One Piece? Where's the Dragon Ball Z? Where's My Hero Academia? Naruto? Flip. I'll even take Bleach. Where is anything here?
Oh, see, unlike you, uncultured pig, I don't like that common anime. I watch different animes.
Okay, what do you watch?
Why, I watch My Wife is actually a child.
Oh. Okay. Heavens forbid I just like some anime. No, this is actually a conversation that did happen though. Like an actual conversation that did happen. It was like a while back, but I was talking about some animes, right? And then one of the people said like, well, did you watch this? I'm like, oh no. They're like, then we can't talk. Because I was like, well, I kind of want to talk about some animes. And they're like, oh, well, you know this? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm sorry. They're like, then we can't talk. All right, D-word. Okay, what can we talk about then? Nah, because, look, okay, I'm fine until you start saying stuff like that. Then there's passive aggressiveness, and then that's when we have to start kind of getting into a little bit of a lane. And then they're like, I just hate those popular animes, like JoJo and Dragon Ball Z and One Piece and all those other animes, even Boruto and stuff like that. Oh my goodness. Which, I mean, yeah, I understand Boruto, but JoJo Bizarre Adventure? Caesar! Like, dude, they hated every single, like, so-called mainstream anime. One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, JoJo, Naruto, Bleach! Oh my, the Bleach fans. I don't even like Bleach, right? But they hated everything, the whole shebang. They literally listed every single thing that Discord could let you allow, and then some, and wrote more. It was basically every anime in America. I'm like, okay, what do you watch then? And there was like this one anime that literally, like, the first scene, it was like, I want to end my life. And I was like, what? That was literally it. It was like this dark, I wish I could find it. But when I saw it, you know what happened? It literally lasted from like, I think it was like 2000, I think it lasted the same year. I think it only lasted for like a few months. It was the shortest running anime because everybody hated it. It was stupid. It had no point. It had no plot. And it had nothing to go with. Literally, I kid you not. Sources say it. Can I find it? Sadly, I can't. I really wish I did, but I was so mad that day that I just had to delete it. I was laughing with my friend Jimbo. I was like, bro, look at this Neanderthal sitting over here trying to grandstand over these animes when her anime didn't even succeed and only lasted for 2 months because everybody hated it. Literally. I think it lasted from like May to June. I mean, May to July. And I was like, bro, or something to May. March to May. May to June. Either May to July. One of the two. And I was like, bro, like, what do you want to do then? What are you going to do? I felt like Jack Doherty. That's the one time I'll probably ever make a reference to Jack Doherty in a positive light. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm about to punch you. That's what I'm about to do. You realize we're both the same age, right? No, literally, we are actually, like, fun fact. I want to say here, fun fact, alright? For any Wikitubians out here trying to go through all these streams and stuff like that whenever we get the notoriety. Fun fact. I am as old as Jack Doherty, and I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I said, Lord, why? But he's 5 days older than me, and I'm so sick. Also, fun fact, the channel was actually made on his birthday. I learned all this while trying to look at his stuff, because I was gonna do something about Kick, and then I saw his date of birth and all this stuff. I'm like, bruh, he is 5 days older than me, bruh. I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like, bro, you gotta be kidding me. Now I actually gotta listen to this guy. One thing I really don't, but you know. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is. And the Dr. Disgusting did it again. Dr. Little. Dude, so much has happened from these 2 weeks. It's insane, dude. It's insane. From the Echoes of the Wind and E3, and it's just so much. It's so much. And I sit here and I'm like, dude, so much has happened. So much to cover. But sadly, I'm not one of those commentary channels. Cause I can't really do that. I mean, I can. I really can. But I don't know. Every time whenever like I record a video or something, it always sounds awkward because in my head, or whenever I say it aloud, it sounds much better, right? Like when I'm by myself and I sit there and I record something, right? I can easily like verbally communicate to myself and be like, man, that was so stupid, that was so idiotic, that was so dumb, so redundant, right? It was hard to do. It's hard to do when you're on the. It was hard to do whenever you're on the camera. Mostly whenever you're recording. Here, I can easily say whatever I want to say because it's already within due time. I don't have to sit there and ponder on an idea and think about it continuously over and over and over again because I already said it, right? Would I do more shorts? I don't like doing shorts. I'm gonna be honest, I really hate doing shorts. Why? Because that requires me to go all the way back, have to go through edit through this one specific clip when I could use this exact same time to then go edit through a video. Just hire an editor. I don't know where to look for that. Also, they cost money. And they cost like $70 money. $70 Swag Bro never has. Right. But, yeah. Bad spending money? No, not bad spending money. It's just like, we just don't get too much around here. Literally, our stuff is like $20 every like other offering, so like, you know, it do what it do. Obviously I'm joking about that last part, but you know what I mean. No, I do like jumping and bouncing around this stuff. You know what made some of this stuff even harder to like really do when it comes down to these games? You know, you think the shades isn't. I know I said this yesterday. I'm trying to like I'm having a better clear mind when I say this, right? Rather than having to go to the bathroom, getting mad because it's like, but these shades were mainly used for a prop. It wasn't even like to be like hiding identities or anything. It was literally just to use like just so somebody can be like, hey, it's the guy with the beanie and the shades, right? It's iconic, but oh dude, for a second I thought that was a star. I was like, oh my goodness, it's a star. Shining star, nobody, 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 do, be. Why I don't like bleach? Well, first off, it messes with my clothes, right? It's just not really a good product. Secondly, if you're talking about the anime, I know I'm so funny, but little ray of sunshine. But what's it called? Why do I like the anime? Probably because most of like the first few episodes is literally filler. Someone was telling me, what? Bleach is in the first few episodes of filler. I was even telling my cousin that, JB. And then he was telling me that, and I was like, or not telling me that, I was telling him that, and he was like, what are you talking about? It's like the first like episodes is mainly important to the story. I'm like, bro, if you literally go to any anime site, you see it, you'll realize that it's like that. They literally shows that it's filler, straight filler. Literally like the first few episodes are already gonna be filler. I'm like, how do you have your first episode being filler, bro? Like, how are you gonna have your first pilot episode, your first main ever episode be a filler? I get the second episode, right? But the first one, like how? Teen Titans Go, anybody? But like seriously though, what are you talking about? How's that even possible? Nah, because whenever they did have Teen Titans Go, I'll admit I hated it at the beginning because there was one thing that I didn't like was that there was a lackluster of content. You're telling me you only give me two episodes to work with, and these are the only 2 episodes I could watch. And I liked the show. I really did like the show when I was a kid, right? Because I was like, oh my goodness, it's so weird and slapstickery. I think it's kind of funny that they also acknowledge that yes, they were a better series and they looked so much cooler and stuff like that, but they're mainly just trying to go to the target kid demographic, like more kid audience. So that's what they do. But no, they're having a swimming party. That's the other family. They're having a swimming party this time around. That's what's going on. I would go, but I'm not traveling all the way to BT to go swim and all that stuff, because a lot of the main cousins are not going to be there. Now, if they were there, obviously, yeah, obviously I would have went there in a heartbeat. I'd already packed my stuff. I'd been like Tom and Jerry, packing up my stuff and being in swimwear. I'd already been out there, right, scuba diving. But they're not out there, so I'm not going to go scuba diving. And I would recommend going to the Florida waters, man, because I was with my cousin E, me and her, we were chilling. That's the girl that was also talking about the wasp thing, saying that I should, the one with the dogs, right? And we're relatively like we're close in age. She's about like 6-8 months, something like that. But we're in the same. We were like in the same grade and all that stuff. She's the one that's gonna become the best of judges. I can't wait to see that. If I ever get in a situation, which I don't plan on it, then I will make sure to call on her indefinitely and use her as reference. But nah, she doesn't like the ocean. She's actually nerved of the ocean, right? It's her and I think Fedels are both afraid of the ocean. I tell them both, I'm like, the ocean is amazing. I love the ocean, bro. I feel like a One Piece character when I'm in the ocean. But to be fair, they're like, yeah, because you're the fish. You literally swim through the ocean. I'm like, yeah. However, she did beat us, me and my sister, so-called. Right? She was playing a more smarter, not harder deal. Right? My mom was like, wow, this is actually the first time I was actually sad from, she was actually not ashamed of her kids, obviously, but she was like, man, I'm disappointed. Y'all couldn't beat her? I'm like, we were because it was me and my sister mainly trying to face each other. Right? That's what it did. Can she swim? She could swim, obviously. I mean, we wouldn't be in the pool now, would we? She comp. That's a good question. Well, I compare it to a more of like a, how do I say it? It's like a Tien and Krillin situation, right? I guess. Like, yeah, obviously I can hold my breath and stuff for longer, but that's because I do that kind of thing. But the funny thing is, I think it's kind of ironic because it's like she literally plays a wind instrument. I mainly would play front ensemble. So when we were a band, she would play like her long slide whistle. Slide whistle? It's called a trombone. Oh, well, wouldn't know. Couldn't hear it. She'd also hit me with the same quote. She'd be like, "What? Those sticks? Those little yarn balls? You call them mallets? You call it mallet percussion? You call it? I can't even hear it. All it sounds like is can't even hear it." I'm like, "Okay, bruh. I can barely even hear yours." And then we would just go back and forth with that. But nah, but whenever we went to Florida, we went to the pools and stuff like that. It was really cool. Like I said, I already mentioned the story about the 3 dudes and all that stuff, and going to the to see the dolphins and talking about the boardwalk and all that. We actually got to see the dolphin like really close. Like whenever we went to Galveston, we saw dolphins on like this ride when I was a little kid. But the dolphins were always really, really far away. But to actually have a dolphin really close up to our face was so amazing to see. It's a sight you have to see with your own 2 eyes, right? Because there was many bits of footage where I mainly had to mainly just watch it with my own eyes. Would I love to show some of the recordings? Yes, but I don't know how well I feel about that. Because that would be like a lot of reveals of the family. I don't really want to kind of put them in that kind of way. But I do have the recordings for this stuff. I know I'd goof around with my sister. I'd be like, cause like when the good day, hey, we want to have. I'd be like, I'd be like, what else should I say? Oh, a get rich quick scheme. So that that we want to have a good day, and all my people want to ride it, right? Hey, want to have fun. And I'm sitting here like, man, see, I'd be like, yo, Rich, what's up, Derek? Yo, I got a good, get rich quick scheme. What you thinking? I'm thinking we wash some cars. Wash some cars? Yeah, it's a good plan. I got a good idea going here. And then, my sister be like, shut up. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then another song will pop up, and I'd be like, then there was me. You're probably wondering, where have I came up with this? Well, it all started one day. Me and Derek came up with a plan. Chilling, mind our own business. Like one of those laid back songs. It's like, me and him, we were just having a good time. Trying to think about a way to get rich, right? Having to pay off the the people in our apartment. We needed to find some money. I just kept getting shut down every single time. It was so much fun. Then they tried to sell us like, because they're saying like some kids can get like drinks, juice, and then you can actually get like other like actual like drinks like wine and stuff like that. And me and my family would make some jokes. Even my dad was in on the joke where we would try to like flick our hand real quick to be like, yo, I want a quick sip of that age of 21. But my mom would always be like, stop now. But yeah. Now, thankfully, I did tell my I tried pulling the same thing with my family as well, because they were saying like, oh, when you're 20, I said, hey, when I'm 21, guess what? We got the drinks. And they were like, no. They thought I was being real. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, man. It's obviously like I'm not gonna plan on doing that, right? My mind's already kind of weird as is. I don't want to do that. I know some dude when we were working at the pizza restaurant was talking about like, he's like, man, I want to see Swag Bro being all, with like a stick and all that stuff. See how weird his mind goes. Mostly, I just do it just to D-word around. Realistically, I wouldn't want to do that to begin with, because that's messed up. Because I don't want to have a bajillion chemicals inside my body, and somehow it tastes like watermelon. Because I actually hate watermelon. My grandfather was like, what, grandson? You hate watermelon? I was telling my friend Fed, and he agreed. Some ding-dang seeds, bruh. Some ding-dang seeds. Dude, I don't know where the exit is at this place. Mostly I'm just trying to go around and parkour. You know those moments where like you're mainly talking and you're just sitting there parkouring around? It's like you're not even playing the game, you're just trying to do trick shots. That's what I would do in Xenoverse 2, when I would like talk to my friends. When I talk about like stuff like whatchamacallit, like about like our next assignment or something like that, or one that would be sad, I'd be like, hey bro, it's okay, it's cool, it's all cool, you know, you just gotta power through it. Feel them. But it's perfectly doable. So why settle for less when you can be better? Or why settle for less when you can be the best? Ooh. But obviously make sure to take your breaks, because if you don't, then you're gonna go with this stuff. You'd be like OH Meezy and doing his thing. I think where he got it, they said that he got exposed by FaZe Clan or something like that, by being a bad person, and then I saw like a few of the comments were being like, yeah, why should we listen to this LeBron wannabe, da 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 da. I was like, oh dang, man, they on him. They're mad at him. Oh my goodness. Like, man, I've gotten my heckle comments before, obviously. No one's really exempt. Yeah, you would think, right? But yeah, no one's really exempt from that. But I think I gotta, okay, now that we hit 100, I think I might need to start being a little bit more serious about how I start doing this. You know, it was really fun doing the pirate adventures and stuff like that, but I think I might actually need to start setting an actual goal for myself. Because originally what I wanted to do is I just wanted to do, I guess, RPGs or whatever. But then at first I wanted to do for Roblox, because I guess I just wanted to, you know, play Roblox. And then, and all that. I think I might need to start being a little more serious on what I'm doing. Have a niche. Settle down for something, right? Originally I was just saying, well, you know what, forget niches, right? The main point of the person is the person, right? It doesn't matter about the content, it's about the character, right? I literally could watch Internet Historian talk about anything, right? But it's his voice and his direction, the way how he brings his stuff up is so good. Like, with the painters. I love that one. He actually was the one who actually let me watch Curiosity.com. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch all this. This is gonna be great. But yeah, I gotta be careful though, because when I do this, I'm inviting anybody to basically say their opinions for this stuff. There's gonna be that one person that's gonna be really sad about what I say. I can't let him affect my state of mind, right? It's like the first comment I ever got for that, the same VA thing, because I was just simply doing that, and they were like, wow, it's almost like, you know, that's what her job is, right? Is to voice like for these other characters. At first I thought it was gonna be like it's almost like we know this, but it's like, I'm just trying to shed some light, you know what I mean? And that's why I had to go on a deleting spree, because I was like, some of the stuff you just cannot keep, right? I know there's like one of the animations that I said that I really hated P3, but that was my original thoughts, right? When I was first playing it back in 2023. I was playing in 2022, late December, right? I had beaten P4, right, for the first time. And I thought it was really great. And I told myself I'm gonna go play P3 because you know what? I already got the handling of P4. I'm gonna do P3, right? FES. Because I realized to myself, I said, well, when I originally played P4 back my senior year of 21, it is on me. I didn't like it, right? Mostly because of the graphics issue. Then there was like no like one-ups and stuff like that, like, you know, like the P5 stuff. But I was like, you know what? It's a different game, it's a different thing. Gotta figure out what I gotta do here. And then my first playthrough when I played, I'm gonna hit you with some spoilers, right? Okay, with the TV incidents, should we throw them in or not? Is what I'm trying to say. So, in that case, right, I'm trying to like keep this at least spoiler free, right? But at that point, I said, you know, I diffused the situation. I'm like, everybody, let's calm down. Let's just take a deep breath and just walk away from this for now, right? And then it hit me with a sad thing, because what it is that we never find the truth, and that we're still in the fog. So eventually, everybody else, and this is a spoiler, will turn to shadows, because the shadow world came over. So now we'll all turn to shadows. And I'm like, dang, that is It's tough. And it's such a sad thing because they didn't have to animate that, but they did. And the slowly creakiness and then the dun 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 dun. I was like, oh my. I felt genuine fear. I was like, man, it felt so distraught. It felt so sad and helpless. And yeah, that's what happened, right? And then I posted that on the P4 thing, and then I'm like, I don't think that was the ending. And they were like, oh my goodness, you're a dunce. Did you put a new save? I said no. They're like, wow, what a goober. Now, not a lot of people were doing that, but they're like, Persona fans where they actually have to remember that they have to put more than one save. And I was sitting here like, okay, dude, you came into this Reddit with that notion, alright? First off, the only reason I mainly set one save is because I don't like to do save scumming. Like this scumbag. But you know what? Fine. I'll do it. So then I had to start a whole new playthrough of P4 because I oversaved on that save and started a new game plus. But then once I went back to it, I relived all the memories and I enjoyed every single moment of going back and replaying the game. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. And then I got to that part, and I made sure to pick the right dialogue options. They said you have to keep pursuing the truth. That you have to keep basically being like, there's something more here. There's something more here. Shut up, Yosuke, right? And then, what's it called? Then, you know, you do your thing. You wake up, you face up, you reach out to the truth, and so I save the game before I go and leave. And I go and save the game. And then I leave, and he is like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, oh man, that was so happy. What a sweet warming thing. And they were like, all right, now get the true ending. I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna get the true ending, right? Because they said there's a true ending. What you got to do is, and it's so arbitrary, but you have to, and this is to get the true ending of P4. Okay, so Maria, not from Shadow the Hedgehog, right? But Maria, the one from Persona 4, right? The gold version specifically is the way how you can get the true ending, is what the game declares it as. But you have to make sure that your bond with Maria is actually like strong. I think like to rank 10 or something like that, right? So you got to make sure that you max her out, max confidant, right? Do that, and then on the last day, go see the gas station attendant. No, I'm wrong. To get the other thing, from Maria, like to get the other quest, you got to make sure to do her rank 10. And if you do her rank 10, then you'll get a secret one where she's like, I guess another persona or something like that. And she's like, why are you caring for me? You should have let me die out, but you still care for me. Why is that? Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm gonna be honest, there's like no real like sentiment for it. Like, I don't really see any of the other characters really interact with. I mean, they say hi and yo, what's up, but they don't really like talk to her, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't know, that was a weird one. But it's new content, newer stuff, newer things, new Emperor's New Groove. And you're probably like, what persona did you run? My boy Jin, alright? That genie, you know, Mr. Alibaba, you know, I was sitting there rocking with him, okay? And that dude's kind of menacing. For example, he's got 2 drain attacks. I think he's got Null Punch and then Drain Fire. Which, I will tell you this, okay? There's a boss that you gotta fight, right? You know, Heaven, you know, can't get my mind out of those memories, you know. Ooh! But, those long days passing by from that door, like late summer, they slowly hide away. Favorite chill, plain all day, with my eyes closed. I'm like, dang. It's so sad when you think about it. Because they say, like, with the lines, with my eyes closed, it's how, spoilers for the Heaven Palace, but it's how Nanako, it's how, you know, when she sings, you know, every day is great at your Junes. She closes her eyes. Deep. I was like, oh my goodness, bro, that's so deep. Bro, I've searched high, low. They say to God, man, bro, like, where is this thing? I've literally searched all across America and all across back. I still can't find it. Nobody greater. But okay, I gotta find this thing though. Maybe it's on this other side. It's just a little diamond, right? But it's not unbreakable though. Wait, this is exactly where we started. 10 minutes. 10 minutes for each stage. I'm about to beat this thing like 53 seconds. So once I hit like 59.99, because I don't know if it's gonna go for like an hour, right? I don't think they do the times like that. Can you do like the longest time? Well, the longest time would have to be the person who actually cares that much, right? But no, there's a, what was I trying to say? Oh, for the true ending. So you want, you know, Marie or whatever her name is, and you know, Mrs. Eclectic Lotwitz, right? Instead of Electric Outlets, Eclectic Lotwitz, and F Steak. The fact that they stinking reference that's so stupid. I was like, wait, did they really? And they did. It was a reference to that comic. It was so stupid. He said the perpetrator? He said the perf owl. What are you talking about? Shut up, Adachi. With a serious mo, and it's got a perf owl. And that thing always confused me. It's talking about the perfect alibi. It's a serious motive with a perfect alibi. I was like, okay. He said the culprit is probably an Inaba. Case closed. Let's get drunk. What? Dude, I wish I could play electric bass so bad. Token, you're black. You can play bass. I'm getting really sick and tired of your stereotypes. You can be as sick as you want to be. Just give me a gosh dang bass line. Gosh darn it. As sick as you want to be. Oh no, I fell off the water. Now I'm a ball again. I'm gonna rank it up to number 5. Okay, I'm sorry. There's probably somebody over here being like, bro, where's the stuff for the Persona thing? How do I get the true ending? And I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not giving you the information right now. Okay. Let me tell you. Okay. All right, serious bro 87. All right, so what you want to do? All right, you listen here good. All right, what you want to do? All right, I don't want you to do that Marie thing. You know, you beat her booty cheeks in. You know what I'm saying? You did that thing, right? Okay, maybe not her booty cheeks, but you know, you beat her. You defeated her. That's what I meant to say, right? You know what I'm saying? But okay, you did that. Now, I want you to go. All right, before they say your goodbyes to, you know, all your friends. Yes or no? Say no. Tell them Lord no. Tell them heavens no. Tell them Lord, I'm gonna do this. All right. So then you say that, right? And then the Lord's like, but he says that, and then you go to the main town. You know where like you find like the dude who smelts weapons and stuff. That guy. Is it Daisuke? Not Daisuke. Daisuke's from Daisuke's in Persona 4 Golden, and Daisuke is wait, no, Daisuke's from P3. Isn't he the dude that's also the track limit dude? No. I thought Daisuke was the he's Ko's friend. I love them balls. Whoa. No, literal dialogue he actually says. But I'm thinking of, what is his name? Kazuchi, I think, is the dude that's got the limp in his leg or whatever from like an injury. Kenji's Kenji's the guy from no, that's Denji. But Kenji is the one from P3 who loves older adults, or older ladies. And then he was like, no, she left me. I'm like, dude, realistically, you're in high school, bro. Okay, I understand. I like the old ladies too, but there's bigger fish in the sea, man. You know what I'm saying? There's bigger fish in the sea. There's other fish in the sea, right? All right. You know what I'm saying? So you may not have your bass, but sometimes you might have salmon. It'd be like the dude from Jujutsu Kaisen. Talk about food. It'd be like him, all right? There's other foods on the menu. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, what if I don't want to eat chicken tenders today? What if I want to eat? What if we eat chicken parmesan? Ale? Ale. Y'all don't hear me. Every pastor be saying, y'all don't hear me. Pastor would probably drop the biggest bar, and he'd be like, y'all don't hear me. Just because sometimes they won't be like, hey man, bring me the and stuff. Swag bro, please focus up. How do I beat this Persona 4 true boss? All right, listen. Okay, officially. Okay, I'm locked in. 59 minutes in. All right, here's what you want to do. Okay, you want to go down to town, and like I was talking about that swordsmith guy, him. You want to talk to him, right? Okay. You want to talk to him, and then what you want to do is you want to go over to the gas station attendant. You'll be pumping gas. You'll be like, yo, you want some gas? You'll be like, yo, what's up with you? You kind of weird. And then they're like, what? No, I'm not weird. And then bootleg Michael Jackson actually is not a dude, is a woman, and she was pumping gas, and she isn't even a she. She is a she, but she is actually Izanagi. I'm like, oh my goodness, no, Izanami. And I'm not talking about from One Piece. I'm talking about Izanami, which is Izanagi's like wife or something that he locked away. Greek lore or something. I don't know. Tell me something I don't know. But that happens. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh no, what we gonna do? Izanami thinks we're better than me and you. Oh no, what we gonna do? We gotta get her out of here. And so we gotta go fight her, and you gotta go face off and hold out and burn the face off. You make up. I reach out for cooking, boo da da da. See, about me. Now it is on. Oh yeah, it's enough. Are you satisfied? It's already disgusting to look at your palm face. Be the last beat in the zone. I said, eat some chicken, and then that cheese. And then, yes, sir, please. I'm on my knees to get these D's. And last beat in the soul. How does it go again? Flooded apple pie. Some harder climb. GD, something in left behind. No, GD always talking about some stuff that you really want. Louder ladies, I can feel nothing in the tone of your voice. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, I study up. If you're gonna make a reference, you gotta make sure to study up. You know what I'm saying? It's mad respect. Okay? You gotta respect the people. Ale. So, I spent 60 minutes trying to find this place. I don't know where it is. Look, man, I don't need the game to hold my hand, but I do need to figure out where this thing is. Is it in the water? Well, those are buoys. I always wanted to go surfing. I thought they always had 3 prongs. I mean, one. Like one of the fins. For like water or something like that. But yeah, I would love to one day go surfing. Go to like Hawaii or something like that and pull it off. With what money, swag, bro? You're right. You're right. Nah, I gotta find some way to do. I usually do. But yeah, I think I might need to start getting a little bit more serious on what I'm trying to do here. I might actually go back to SMT, because when I was watching that again, I actually loved doing that. I think one thing that sets it apart from the first video I made to the second video I made was that the first one I was mainly trying to make it more like a Let's Play thing. And I was trying to sit there and fill in some void and gaps and stuff like that. But one thing I actually really did like doing was that certain parts that like I needed to clarify on, I went back and I decided to give the clarification on what it did. And I liked it a lot. Peter. Oh. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Step aside, bad nicks. Yeah. Ooh! I thought I got that one. Yes, I would love to VA. I hope that one day I could actually voice act for something. Even my voice is very monotone and has real no actual systemic weight towards it. It doesn't hurt to try. That's all you can really ask of a person. Something's in my nose. Whee! Oh, I thought that was the end. Oh, you silly goober. Peter. Dude, like, seriously, look at this place. I feel like this game actually really does have a lot of potential. A lot of potential. Especially if it ever releases on Switch and Nintendo actually does give it an announcement for like an indie game. It's over. This game literally will do some stuff and it will gain some notoriety. I hope that they'll be able to get their stuff out in time. That's the thing that I like about these many indie games. I like seeing what these people can do. What AAA games, what games that have resources and other things can't do. That people who don't even have half of what they do can do. Right? But no, I was really sad for the CD keys thing when I saw Rayman Origins for 3D, Rayman Origins, that I couldn't get it because of whatchamahoots. It was only available for the Ubisoft Connect, and it was like $3. I was like, $3, Rayman? Yes sir, yes sir. But then when I checked it again, it was like, oh no, you actually can't play Rayman Origins. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you gotta download the Ubisoft Connect. I'm like, oh yes, I love Ubisoft Connect. I love Ubisoft, man. You know what I'm saying? I love the company that does nothing but copy and paste the entire time. I love them so much. They think they only made like they think because they got sponsored by like 3 games that they are just top dog. They are not. Okay, 4. What are those games? The Rayman series, obviously. Assassin's Creed Black Flag, literally the only Assassin's Creed, like the only one Assassin's Creed, right? What's another one? Watch Dogs 2, that was a good one. Watch Dogs 1 was a pretty good start, but it just needed a little bit more spunk. You know what I'm saying? So, but Watch Dogs 2, it nailed that one out of the park. I love Watch Dogs 2. Watch Dogs Legion's pretty good, but like, it eventually starts losing its warranty after a little bit because it goes from like being like a, oh my goodness, you could recruit anybody, to being like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it doesn't have that oomph onto it. Like in the second one, I felt like I was actually doing some like hits and stuff like that, you know, hacking through the terminals and doing all that chicken, right? But in this one, it just feels like the hits are very weak. And we're the same people that bought it, like pre-ordered it, because we loved Watch Dogs 2 so much and beat it, that we decided to go get Watch Dogs Legion. And it was pretty good for like the time being. We even tried streaming it, but yeah, nah. It's weird. It's pretty weird because I remember I used to stream a lot not a lot, but like when I first got the stuff up, I did try to stream most of my games, but all I had was hotspot, so it was really hard to like play the game and stream at the same time because the stream would take so much of bandwidth. And I never really knew what that was until I started messing with it. Oh. Man. Oh, I'm sorry, I blanked out for that. So yeah, the Watchdog series, the Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Rayman Origins and Legends. Right, so I guess the Rayman people. And that's 3. And okay. Listen, I want to make this abundantly clear, okay? Yes, I did say Rayman, Origins, Legends, Watch Dogs 2, right? But I want to make this abundantly clear. Oh, and the Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right? So it's like 4. So I guess like 5, right? Games. And franchises that all Ubisoft really did was just say, hey, I want to buy your likenesses. And that's literally it. Rabbids is Rabbids, okay? Rabbids is kind of his own thing. It's not bad, it just kind of exists, right? Stupid, idiotic, wannabe minions. Well, to be fair, they came out before Minions, but you know what I mean. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. They literally did. They literally did. Okay, then tell me this. In Raving Rabbids and Rayman, why is Rayman there? Why is Rayman there? Exactly. Exactly. Hey, I'm just trying to help you so that way you don't look like a buffoon. And we just had this conversation that we had on the side, so that way it doesn't go out into the public. But, Rayman. No, not Rayman. No, I want to make this abundantly clear, okay? I want to make this abundantly clear. Let me be clear. I'm not a big fan of the game, but it does sometimes. I'm watching y'all before y'all start glazing hard. And this is a game I genuinely mean that gets a lot of glaze. Okay? There's nothing wrong with liking the game. There's nothing wrong. But sometimes it's like the game is practically indefendable. I mean, practically undefendable. Not undefendable. Indefendable. What? It can't ever not be defended is what I'm trying to say. It's whatever, right? You know what I mean. And that's Siege, right? That's all I'm saying. R6S, right? Not because Junko played it. No, not because some popular streamers play like Shroud, my man Shroud, right? No. Right? And there's somebody be like, well, you don't hate the game, you just hate the community. Well, I also don't really like the game either, but you know, it's what it do. Also, that shouldn't even be a justification. It's like, oh, well, it's just the community, like, it just happens. But the game is an online game, meaning I have to deal with the people within the game, i.e., the community. So if the game is more community-based, you know what I'm saying? It's also why I didn't like Naruto the Boruto Shinobi Strikers anymore. At first I did, because it was like, oh my goodness, this is a Naruto, PvP game, and I could get really good at this, and I really was really good at that. But the problem that I had was that, the game was pretty lackluster. Let's be honest, alright? Let's be honest. Who are we fooling? Who are we kidding? The game just didn't have anything going for it, right? Come from the guy who literally has 100 hours on both the PlayStation and on the Xbox and still made it to the top 13. I can guarantee to tell you that yes, the game has no merit or value. Okay, my status shouldn't even have to. My status should not. You know how to say it. The status shouldn't. It shouldn't be my reasoning as to why you should listen to me. All right, that's what I hate about that. That's what I hate about having the whole subscriber thing. It's like, oh, he's gonna pay 1,000 subscribers. That means he knows what he's talking about. Like, I hate that. I hate that notion. I hate that mantra that gets put into people's heads. Like, no, because somebody has a big following doesn't mean that they're always right. Right? That's all I'm saying. But there are times I'm not right, alright? You know what I'm saying? Even if I ever get big, just know. Sometimes I'm not right. But there are also times I'm not wrong. It's whatever I believe in. It's whatever I feel is what I feel. It's my opinion. You shouldn't take it as gospel or a fact. I'm saying challenge yourself and think on what it is. It's kind of a weird day when Swagger has to tell you of all people to challenge yourself and think, when this has been the whole thing. Can't even think on a simple mantra. And no, I don't have ADHD. Phil. Kelby. What time is it? 2? I want a burger. I want to eat something. I want to eat a beer tier restaurant like Wendy's. We have a Wendy's. Around yonder. But what I would tell you in when it comes down to video making, right? I'm not gonna tell you like no review tech USA and like be a hypocrite and stuff. But I will simply tell you this, all right? What I learned throughout this whole entire time is that if you can't feel like a certain, you can't feel that mojo, you know, that spunk, then let it sit. Not let it sit. Stay away from step away from it. Kind of actually, I'll be honest, forget it from your mind, right? Just don't think about it. If I was gonna make a video about like why I think bridges are better than crossroads, right? Which is like, that's like comparing apples to oranges. Like why I think trains are better than rail cars or something like, or subway trains. Then or Quiznos to Subway, right? I would say to step away from it, right? And you're having a writer's block, step away from whatever you're doing, all right? And then come back to it, because the best thing that you want to have whenever you come back to things like this is to have a fresh mind, right? Yesterday I wasn't having a fresh mind, right? Which is why most of my stuff got cluttered, which is why half the stuff kind of got taken out of a lot of different things. Did I get yelled at and stuff for this? No. I just felt like it was in my heart whenever I thought about it yesterday. I was like, man, I really did kind of just say some things. Basically got mad and Powerhouse through to get a world record, or not world record, but it got a record, right? So I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna show what to do. Be like, hi, I'm Swag Bro, and I am not a dummy. You know, from like SpongeBob. Ah, you taught him English? Now that's the son I know. But yeah. No, but tell those people who did that speedrun thing, tell them that there's more than one town, or tell them it was more than one city than just Austin and Corpus Christi. I love Corpus Christi. They have some really good oceans, even though it's like that, but it's got some good water. All you got is mostly a bunch of oceans. They live in Corpus Christi. It's like, nah, brother, you ain't hard. You know, all y'all got is oceans and beaches and lakes. Peter. Bro, I have no idea where the finish is in this game. If I wanted to speedrun, I would not be able to speedrun this. I have no idea where anything is. It's a platformer first and a speedrunning game second. Which is why I like that they actually give you a lot of nimbility in this game. Like, there's a lot of nimbility. Especially for it being a demo, it's actually really, really, really extremely good. I understand, yes, these days are working extremely hard on what they're trying to do. I don't ever think I'm not knocking their work, okay? I may be mad at something, but I never will knock somebody's work for this. This does take time. This does take a lot of effort. And I'm glad that it worked the way how it did. Just, I talk about that and I literally just get shot straight down. Man. Whee. Oh, there it is. Will it have a different animation for this? Please don't. When in doubt, arrow it out. I'm super glad it is July. I hope to be able to make the, what's it called? It was this one other review that I wanted, or not one other review, but one other, what it do I wanted to do. So the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game, I wanted to talk about that, make like a whole thing out of it. Why? Because I really like the game. I think the game's really cool. Oh, Lord. Oh, so that's what the things are used for. And you collect those things to get more. Oh, I see. Oh. You came out of nowhere. I was like, what did I just kick just now? Ba-dum. Aw. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Going through Soliana, yeah? Dude, I love Sonic Unleashed. I remember as a kid, the place that I got stopped at was the Phoenix. You wonder what happened? My disc got scratched. I was so sad and so upset. What had happened was the disc got scratched internally. So like, I got the big circle. My cousin was like, "Yeah, your disc is cooked." I'm like, "Dang." He didn't say cooked because we didn't know that cooked wasn't a thing yet, but he was like, "Yeah, your disc is done. It's Dunyan rings." I'm like, dang, man. I was so sad. Because I really did love that game. But everybody hated it. And I was like, what are you talking about? The game was amazing. I thought it was cool. The main part I actually loved was the Werehog stage. And everybody hated the game. But then everybody was like, wait, it's actually a really good game. It's actually got like good speed and stuff. It's actually like one of the few, aside from like Sonic Generations, that actually understood Sonic's speed, that he's supposed to go fast, and understood what he was supposed to do. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know at all where I'm supposed to be going, bro. I'm sitting here like, time to stand. Oh. Peter. Yes, keep playing that electric bass. Get really sick and tired of your stereotypes. Get my momentum. I should have done math. I didn't know how to read. Your access, who do we main in Smash Bros? Well, technically we play literally every character, but the two people that mainly would play as a lot would be Lucas and Zelda. Hop. Zelda's a lot better this time around compared to Smash Bros. Brawl, which that was literally my first Smash Bros. Ever was Smash Bros. Brawl. And she was really hard to play as, cause like she didn't do that oomph. And I went back and played SSBB, and I was like, dang, this game is actually really kind of trash. Like not like in a mean way, but like it didn't have the same oomph as Ultimate did. So I would always sit there and be like, dang, this game's kind of eh. But what's it called? Lucas was pretty good. Lucas is he was able to like absorb, use a PK fire, and there was this one overpowered move that we had, right? Because I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, PK fire, PK fire. No, I was not a PK fire spamming guy, right? You know what I was spamming mainly? Up A or up 2, because we used the Wii remotes. So it'd be like up 2, the charged attack, right? His up special, not up special, his up smash, where he like charges everything and then like sprouts it out. That's what I would use every single, not every single time, but I would use that if my cousins were ever coming down. I would use that against them. And that thing, it reaches so far. In Ultimate, it's even worse because it even gets down to the trickle of every single sparkle does that damage, right? So even if you get hit by the tip of the sparkle, you're getting sent. One of my cousins made that very clear. He's like, bro, I literally got touched by like the tip of the sparkle and it sent me. Sonic was awesome. Sonic was my main in Smash Bros. Brawl. Super Smash Bros. Brawl, it was Sonic and Lucas. That was my two unstoppable duos. The reason for Sonic was because most of his stuff was spin dashes, and he's literally the fastest character. So I literally could go run from one half of the map, hit somebody, back away, run from the other half of the map, do the thing. Mostly what I would do is I would charge attack. I would like mainly charge up my special, and then I would go and attack him. Or I would fake him, like I'm about to charge at him, and then I could jump. So what you would do is you would spin your spin dash, and then you could jump while holding the thing. You could do like 2 times, and then you could run in. So half the times I would mainly try to act like I'm about to run in, but then I would stop, and they would charge and hit their special like with Ike and smack down. And I would just hit him with the combo, do a little spin with my quills, and then the kick up was amazing, bro. The kick up was crazy. You know what's especially crazy? The back kick. When Sonic turns around and kick. All the made with buttery smooth. Oh my goodness. It was so buttery smooth. The moment when you used your special, your final smash, was like, yeah, I'll show you what. No, because I did that during the pork theme, the dun 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 dun, the Porky theme, and what's it called? What did I do? Oh, yeah, I used whatchamacallit? I used the final smash against my cousins. One of them got so mad, he literally stopped he literally he paused the game and then did the button controls to quit the game. Like literally, he did the thing, pressed all the buttons, and that was it. All you saw was the quickest. It was a wing. No contest. I was like, dang. Cause the thing with Sonic's thing in the Brawl and the Wii U and 3DS version was that Sonic would turn to Super Sonic. He would get all the Chaos Emeralds and turn to Super Sonic. And then what you could do is during that state you were invincible. You could literally go walk up to anybody and just smack them in the face. And you could literally hawk them down. So no matter how much you dodge, if you got them like right as soon as they're about to roll away and you hit them, it was practically inevitable. You could just keep doing that over and over and over again. And you could run up to people and just do it over and over again. And then Smash Bros. Ultimate, they nerfed that. They mostly made most of the stuff that you ever do like it's more of like a cutscene rather than a thing you can do. which was kind of sad because I kind of wanted to do that again to my cousins, but instead they made Sonic like zap Zai like all across the stage, which is made better that now you can't spam dodge roll all the time. So if you keep spamming the dodge roll, you'll get slower and slower every single time. So what you can do is you can kind of just cut them in the middle. If you're playing like on a flat stage, you just cut them in the middle. So when they're trying to jump and dodge, you can just kind of like lower yourself a little bit and kind of like keep yourself within that like width space, and you got them every single time. Lucas was made better because what's it called? His snake actually does is more of like a combo. You can just keep throwing out the snake and doing that every single time, which I think is weird, considering that in actual Mother 3, Lucas doesn't have a snake. It's Duster. Duster has a snake. You go through a certain section of the game with the castle, and Duster's the one who mainly holds the snake and he does his thing. If you're wondering where I'm at in Mother 3, currently we hit the time skip, right? I posted that during the Mother 3 Reddit, and I got stopped by these instruments. It's like a bass violin, and I think like a piano and a trombone or something like that. Those dudes are so overpowered that's not even funny. Because they go through like 16-beat time, and I'm like, dude, okay, look, I understand 4/4, I understand 4/8, I understand 3 time, you know, I get that. 8 and 16s, bro, chill out, okay? And so, I'm sitting here like, oh man, not music theory. I can't stand music theory. Brother, just let me play my music. Just tell me what the notes are, or just show me the music sheet. Tell me the notes. No, show me the music sheet, and we're good. Don't tell me the notes. My band teacher said you're not gonna write in the paper. I literally couldn't write in the paper the music notes. So if I knew something was an A flat and treble clef, I couldn't write an A flat. For reference, it's. But yeah, if I was gonna hit an A flat, I couldn't. So I couldn't be like. I couldn't do it. I was so sick. I was so mad, bruh. But I love that. Like that's what I liked about mainly music. Like you can practically make anything with any single thing. Like E natural, dude, you can go crazy with it. Easy, right? Or what's it called? You know, it just keeps going over and 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 over again. For example, for A flat, and this keeps going. I'm gonna start playing the game. But that's what that thing is what kept me on the ground. It kept me from that. Well, you think I just knew that? Like, I was thinking to myself, like, man, these people probably think I just knew this stuff instantly. No. Bruh. Oh, no, I'm talking about the snake. But yeah, the instruments were stupid. And so I kept losing. And you're probably like, what about you and Kumatora? Okay, look, me and Kumatora's not with me, I don't think. It's me and Boney. So it's like, bro, that part goes so hard, and I love it so much. I wish I could play it so badly. I wish I could record it, but there's no way to record on a Game Boy Advance SP made from DK Oldies. Now, you may be sitting here like, bro, we all hate DK Oldies. Yes, all my grandmothers hate DK Oldies now, right? But back then, back in the day, jingle, 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 right? Back in the day, 7th grade, I turned 13, right? And I wanted, for my 13th birthday, to get a Game Boy Advance SP. And my grandmother went online, and she found one that was $70. $70 from where? DK Oldies. Jingle, 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 right? And so, we were going to that company, and we bought the game and stuff. We bought the game, and we bought that, and I think it was, who's it's that and a Pokemon Fire Red, because my granny wanted me to have a game with it as well. I was like, oh, cool. So we bought that Fire Red for like $80-something. I was like, okay, cool. That was actually a really good steal, because most games nowadays, especially, $70 and that. But bro, you're telling me I have a literal console and a straight game that will literally save me for 300, actually 600 hours of play and then some? Well, sign me up in the rest of America, okay? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Let's play till the fat lady sings. But so that's why my main go-to company was to pay for their games. And it's really fun. because I got that. I got a Game Boy. I got a Pokemon Fire Red. I even had Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, which I respectfully beat both of those, and now they're currently residing in my Game Boy holder on the right side. Yeah, the right side. The left side is the games I haven't beaten, but the right, A Link to the Past. I still need to beat through Metroid, Mother 3, and Fire Emblem, Sacred Stones. If I beat them on a different console, I'll just move it over. But at least you can know that when you boot that up, it'll show Trey and Ty. Who on earth is Ty? I don't know who Ty is, but apparently I have Ty's copy of A Link to the Past. So I was like, I'm not gonna disrespect my boy Ty. Ty, if you're somehow watching this or see this in the future, hey, I got your Link to the Past thing from DK Oldies. You completed the game from what it looks like, and you got the stuff, the hearts and all that. I think you even played a little bit of the Minish Cap from what it looks like. Don't worry, your game is safe with me. If you want it back, I can give it to you back, but you're gonna have to kind of prove that you actually kind of did it. I don't know how you would do that, and I don't think you probably realistically wouldn't even care, so long as you know somebody else got the game and you're looking right at them. So thank you for a wonderful experience that you've given me, which was playing Link's Awakening, because otherwise I would not. I mean, Link's Awakening, A Link to the Past, excuse me. But yeah, it's a really good game. I would recommend it to anybody who plays it. I promise you, it's worth your while. Okay, because I'm saying, like, you're telling me I get to take what is essentially a full game on the go, not like a you know, like a little mini game or something like that to, you know, kind of keep your fancy or tickle your fancy, right? To keep you from you know going and going and going and gone. But you're telling me I get to literally sit here and play a game that will keep me occupied for hours. I think the Game Boy's like lifespan was like an hour and like a half. But that's still a good time despite like the technology and stuff it had for it. Especially when you had demanding games. Not too many demanding games actually. It was all in 8-bit, but stuff like Mother 3. That game sorry about that. That game is so much fun. Especially when it comes down to grinds. I was literally sitting there grinding the pigs. It was me and it was Duster, right? And I made Duster grind all the way through. Now, originally when I played Mother 3 back in like 2023, when I was first getting games for it, when I was at my pizza job, one of the problems I ran into was that I got stuck in a castle, right? And if there's one thing I'm kind of at, is I don't like looking things up. I really don't. I don't like basically having my hand hold. I don't like that, right? I genuinely hate that. Because it makes me feel like I couldn't have done it by myself. Not even not like that. But not some do it myself, I can do it. No, because I learned that lesson a long time ago that, yes, Swag Bro needs help. Yes, I can't do it alone. I know. I learned that lesson. I did learn that lesson. It took me all through high school, but I did learn that lesson. But, what's it called? I just don't want it to be an easy catty-walk. Like when my friends always like, yeah, I can go help you fight this boss in Elden Ring. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad for that, like, right? But I don't want it. He also told me that there was this thing to make the boss fight for Godric a lot easier, which he had told me that after once we had beat the guy, or we were about to beat the guy, and I told him, no, I don't want it. Because I don't want some easy way to get through something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's annoying. Like, yeah, smarter, not harder, I get that, right? But this is supposed to be a challenge game. It's supposed to, you know, test my wits, see how well I've done this, how well I've progressed. If I had some end-all solution, that's some end-all solution. That or I was kind of mainly being really stubborn because I really was not trying to do that. I'm like, bro, we've gotten this far without the need of that pendulum. I don't think we need it now, all right? I don't know. I was kind of going through some, I don't need it. And we didn't need it because we did beat him. More like I beat him. Because he was at, like, down to the last health. Then my friend died, despite him saying that he was able to beat him many a times. And then, that was it. He does that a lot. And I kind of told him that recently. I was like, bruh. Because, like, when he's, like, basically, the way I hear him, like, talk about in Siege is, like, he's basically better than Junko. So I'm like, okay, Mr. Siege God, let's hear it. That's what I would call him. I call him Siege God because the way he makes it seem like is that he's practically the lord of all lords over here. But bro's basically the equivalent of Piccolo thinking he's the god of the destruction. So, like, I was sitting here like, bruh, How are we losing and we're still in copper? But shouldn't you be like one-shotting these dudes and figure out what they do? But I don't know. I told him he's on fraud watch. He is on fraud watch for now. I said, you're on fraud watch, buddy. I can't trust what you're saying, considering that what you've been showing me is not what you've been living up to be. But we did beat him. He lost with his like strength build or whatever that he had with all this stuff. New Game Plus 2 and all that jazz. Me with my literal first ever game. Well, a first ever game. I played on the Xbox originally. But ironically, that's whenever I lost to Godric. I mean, I fought Godric and I won. But the reason why I had stopped was because my controller, the controller that I was given, had a dead zone. And so, literally, I would run off the stage every single time. So then I went and sold my controller, but the GameStop wasn't going to reimburse me because they were like, well, your controller's kind of broken. And I was like, bruh, that's stupid. Why can't I just sell the console and then you, if anything, sell another controller separately so that way they have to be incentivized to play with the game? Why are you going to do this? I'm sitting here like, you're going to do that anyway. So why make me suffer for what you're going to easily do? Just say controllers sold separately and then it'd be okay, right? It'd be all good. Everybody would understand. But they didn't. So instead of what I was essentially going to possibly get for like $140, I got $70 out of my console for an Xbox One S. I was very sad. I went and sold my other games to a pawn shop. They said I was going to get 20 each and make sure to sign a contract so I can do it, saying that I would get 20 each. Then they gave me $20. And I said, well, why I get $20? You said 20 each. He said, no, I said $20. And I'm like, okay, bro, whatever. And then he's like, you can always come back for it. I'm like, I don't think I will. Because I really wanted to get rid of those games, but I kind of wanted to at least get my money's worth. You're telling me Splatoon 2, an unopened thing of Splatoon 2, Smash Bros. Ultimate, an unopened version of that. Because the thing is, I had two versions of the games because I lost both versions, so I went and bought them again when I was a kid. And then I found them like 7 months later. Now for the Smash Bros. Thing, I found that like within like the hour, because it was like under the couch cushions. And I wanted to hurry up and play with these guys, so I just opened my unopened box. Because my grandmother got two. Because what happened was it accidentally shipped 2 copies of Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I literally had 2 copies of Smash Bros. Ultimate. And for Splatoon 2, I lost the game when I first got my Switch. So I had Super Mario Odyssey and I had Splatoon 2. And I lost the game. And so I went and bought another one. And then 7 months later, I found that same one. So then I just sold my copy that I had. And now I got the Splatoon 2. That, Cartoon Network's Battle Crashers. And yeah, that's about it. And I had those games. I went and sold them, and they didn't sell too well. They only gave me $20. This is why I recommend, if you're ever gonna sell games, don't ever go to a pawn shop. And I learned that 2 years ago, but I really wish I could have told myself now. Don't ever go to a pawn shop to learn to sell your games, because they will ultimately scam you for the price that you know what could be more. I was like, what? Dang, she is burning calories. That's what I meant. I said, hey, if she was a guaranteed, then yeah. I'd go back to another. If she was a guaranteed catch, then yeah, definitely. But, I don't know. In the meantime, I'm just going to try to see if I can go through this again. Oh, that's going to cost Swag Bro a lot of time. Ah, yeah. If I can just somehow, get to the other part. Ooh. Youch. Woo. Philip. Just give me my body.
Ooh, trees.
I love trees. George of the jungle. When he gets in a scrape, he makes his escape with the help of his friend, a name, and a help. And away he'll slip on his elephant ship. Maggie and Ursula stay in step. Well, George.
Ooh. I'm hurting.
You failure. I guess you say you rascal amateur. Survivor, you're not looking too good on the camera. What do you gotta say for yourself? Muffin. Ooh. Oh. 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 I thought he was flat. Like Parappa. Oh, Lord. Oh. Yeah, buddy. Just gonna, change move speed. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, that's a bit weird. Oh. Well, that's weird. Zoom in and zoom out is usually the up and down button. Ah. Ah. Okay, we're coming in slow motion. I like this one. Alright. Oh, George of the jungle. Rev, go! Thanks, homie. Hope you're doing good. Ah, the only blonde I actually love, man. God dang it. That woman, man. Alright, let's do this thing. And let's fail it astronomically. Keep it $1.50 with you. I don't think we'll be able to pull this one off. I'm sorry to understand it. Rev! Oh, I forgot about that part. I would so bad if it wasn't for that coach. Maybe. maybe. But it's a much worse store is where she went. And my man Otis went, bro. Like, it's not even that good. Not like the store is bad. That was the... I gotta get that thing right every single time. If I could just get that shot off, then we can pull this one out better. When I heard these controls, I was like, ooh. I tried. I can't make it work. I couldn't make it work. I couldn't make it work. I could not make it work, bro. I was trying my absolute hardest on that one. I could not make that work. There were, ooh, my tenders. What's going on at McDonald's? Let me I realized also I'm a doofus, right? The wasps that are near us, they're all males, and the ones that are like even near us right now, they're black. The red one, you'll probably only see like one red wasp, but like I told my friend Fedels, they're actually really friendly, despite what I originally thought. Because I was put this mantra that they're the worst thing ever, right? They will really hurt you. They sting the worst, right? But most of those are males. You would think most of them are females, but most of them are males. And they actually really don't like humans that much, which is interesting. So all this thought in my head, like, yeah, it makes me nerve. So like I don't try to like do too many things. But what's it called? What am I trying to say? They don't sting unless provoked. So if you don't just go out of your way to attack them, then you'll be fine. Like literally, like I said, my sibling literally punched the thing. Like literally smacked their whole entire thing. They didn't do anything. And then when she blatantly did it, it was like, okay, I mean, like what are you guys gonna do about it? And they mainly don't really use their stingers. They mainly use their stingers for like, you know, they much rather use it for bugs, like other bugs, like not you. And so I was like, okay, I see. Hey, she's getting that cardio in. This one's gonna kind of think of like some weird kick. When I kick, I'm talking about a fetish, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, but I'm not trying to say that. It sounds kind of weird. Not me, obviously. Me, I'm chilling. I'm grilling and fulfilling and getting speeds. Like, this is my dopamine right here. When it's not RPGs, it's this. I love platformers. Proceeds to admit. I know. They say you are your worst enemy. No, my sister's my worst enemy, bro. She's not even my enemy. She's my biggest heckler, though. I could, like, trip. I could, like, breathe wrong. And she probably had, like, a whole paragraph on to say something about it. I'd be like, dang. She's really about to rock my stuff. I forgot what it was, but there were like some people around us. It was like during the pool incident or whatever, and they were all worried. They were like, "Oh my goodness, is she gonna be okay?" I'm like, "Look, okay, she may be a doofus, right? But she's also my sister. Meaning, I had no doubt in whatever she was doing that she was gonna prevail in what she did, and she did, and she got whatever she did. I'm like, see, is she good, man?" I'm saying I'm always worried. I'm always more worried for the other person, bruh. Okay? Literally, she can slam down kids, bruh. Literally her age, bruh. Grab them. Bro, me and my dad, we were so happy for that day. Obviously, we had to tell you can't do that. But, like, bro, when I heard that, bro, I was like, I, cause they're trying to pick a fight. So she threw some decks, man. I was like, man, me, I can't, I don't fight, bro. That jump is entirely doable. It just has to be worked on a little bit. Ooh! What was that game? The game like just way all my people. Ooh. Ah, I was short. Story of my life. I watched what I was doing with these burnouts. I'm like a frame late. Like I need to make sure that woo! Feeling good. Dang it! It was that jump. That jump I messed up on. There's like a weird part you gotta clip it, right? And when you do that, when you get like the clip, you can send yourself like half across America. I think I'm jumping too early. I tried. That's why I cannot do that part. Ooh! What was that game? Dude, they hold that 1 second for like way too long. I lost all my peripherals on that one. Is it not like that? I just gotta find a way to like shoot it right, like that. If I can get that jump every single, oh my, no, I messed up. If I can get that jump every single time, that'd be great. Even when I try to slide down. It's like, right, I wish I could show it on here. But I gotta make sure to get close. I can't be, I can't jump far away. I gotta make sure to be like, that dude, That jitter is messing with me. What I realize is that I need to jump right where I pass the umbrella. And then miss. But what I did was I tried to time it with the umbrella. So like the moment I pass the umbrella, so like jump and then like right there or something like that. Give me not that far. I might be onto something here. Am I too close to the water or should I be a little bit further? Come on, game. Easy with the jitter, man. Okay. I wish you could see a replay of this, because I would love to see a replay of what I did. And it'd be good. I'm jumping too early, aren't I? Game, like I can't, man. I'm trying to sit here and figure this whole thing out, but they can't do that. I see it. It's right in the wedge of the tip. If only this game would stop lagging really hard right now. I'm trying to gauge this. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's focus up here. Jeez. 1,000 frames, my lord. How did we drop so many? Oh my goodness. But yeah, we but what's it called? Alright, let's try it now. Messed up. It's too short. Mm-mm. Still too short. There was one angle I had it right. Like, I literally had it, like, spot on. There it is. But it's too short. Ooh! Is this seat taken? Ooh, 14 seconds, not bad. Ah, that last bit, man. Oof. I was trying really my hardest on that one. I think I'm shifting too early. Like that, I just need to make sure that my character can kind of like. Ooh, I had it. Ooh. There's a few things I could try to mitigate. Like, for example, the slope. I feel like I can mitigate that slope time. If I can pull off this jump, I'm gonna try that. It wouldn't let me work with that one. Yeah, it's not gonna work. You can't just dash and immediately hit a ball. That's what I want to try to do. But That one's probably gonna be really hard to pull off. That ding dang corner sketch. Dang. Now why? Yeah, I couldn't work with that one. Yeah, that's definitely not it. I need to be a little bit more right. This is C taken. Okay. Dang it! The stinking side got the best of me. Yes, dear. The ear. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that wasn't gonna work, that one. Man. Yes, I hear it too. What your pain is my pain, because I have to hear my own mic. I really wish it wasn't so pop filtery, but okay. Way too much airtime. Bro. Ugh. If every single time I could have that 14 second to make it to the rail, then I'd have to make sure that because if I can make it to that rail for the 14 seconds and then put the other piece of information, because what I'm trying to do is this, if I can get that same exact like time that I just did with the 14 seconds of making it to the rails, that'd be great. And then another thing I could do is I could try to jump over that, go to the smaller rail, jump again, and then spin, go under. That's good. And then once we go under, we jump again, get to the ground, and then spin out. Or we could shorten it, and instead of having to make it this weird long thing, we could try to. We could. It's a gamble, but that rock, we could try to shorten it and pass by that stinking tree. If that tree wasn't in the way and it was just a rock, it would probably not be as bad. Well, 10.3, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll reside it for right here. It's no point in going any further. Since it's only me, myself, and I, so I'm gonna just end it for right here. But if anybody was out there and watched the stuff, I hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, if you have any other games that we want to play, then just let me know. And with that being said, beware and take care.